Welcome to the stream. I don't know what I said. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I'm Braethorn. How you doing? There, it's a good level right there. A little lower. All right. Good evening. I'm pleased to welcome you to this evening's festivities. And by festivities, I mean nerding out about computers and probably ranting about them also. Mostly GPU stuff. Because good lord, this is why we can't have nice things. You guys, if you don't follow me on the Bird app, I don't know if it's the Letter app now, I guess. It's a Letter. Is that as good? I don't think so. Anyway, whatever. It's not for me to decide, it's for smarter people to decide. If you don't follow me on there, or maybe you don't follow tech stuff that much in general, you might not have seen this one. Maybe I'll get into it more when there's a few more people here. I'm just like, I'm not done, but I feel like I'm getting there. I will say that I maybe picked the not best GPU to do my first dedicated review on. Not that I was able to pick it. I don't have my pick of these things. It was like, oh, you're gonna send one of those? I'll do a video on that. Hell yeah. Hey, a lot of people are gonna be negative about this thing, but you know, standing on by its own merits is not that bad. If you ignore the dumb thing they said in the keynote and everybody else is like, but they said this in the keynote. You'll only hear this on this channel, folks, but I don't know if you knew this. They said 70 equals 4090 for 550. Ugh. Enough. Like, we all can agree that was dumb. Can we give consumers useful information now? Hi, everybody. Looking over Twitch real quick. Right at these people right here. How's it going? Lone Vaquero, Mythos Web, welcome. And now looking over at YouTube land. Yeah, people are quiet over on Twitch. But, yeah. Looking over at YouTube land. Coalition Gaming, what the hecky? How's it going? Mula Ow Wow says, let's go. Indeed, let's go. Missing one word at the end there, but you're 66.6% of the way there. Alice, how's it going? Michelle, thank you for joining back up to the Swarmies. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. But Alice, welcome. And of course, Chris, Coalition Gaming. Hope you're doing well. Everybody go subscribe to Coalition Gaming, please. On YouTube and on Twitch. Well, it's Coalition Chris on Twitch, but you know what I mean. Squirkle, what's up? How's it going? Cecil Ree has great advice to everybody watching on YouTube. That advice is to hit the like button. Ace DePorcus, hi. How's it going? Is that where you put all your hot takes? I actually put 20 minutes of just me catching up people who have not been, because you know, Chris, like a lot of people in my community will tell you themselves are new to PC stuff and probably don't watch a lot of the channels that we watch because, you know, you and I have been in the PC game for a long time. So I just went over a lot of things and got everybody kind of caught up, the Cliff's notes on it. Of course, it's a lot of notes, so it was like 20 minutes of that. I made the video too long. I'm gonna admit that. That's on me. The video's way too long. An hour is too long. But if you're not doing charts and instead you're just getting into games and saying, hey, look up here on the screen, this is what it's doing and what you'd get if you bought this thing. That takes a lot longer. I think I need to tweak that. modus operandi a little bit. I need to tweak that approach. Robert Fixit, welcome. How's it going? What's your thoughts on iBuyPower PC? Cecil Reed, I probably have like 30 videos on iBuyPower. They're also one of the most positively reviewed system integrators by our own community members in the SI Testimonials group of channels in the Discord, meaning people in the community who actually bought from them, reporting back on their experiences. By and large, it's all positive stuff. So I think they're good. If you're looking for price to performance, they're up there. The largest SI in North America, largest system integrator in North America, if that matters to you. And they have world-class customer service, which is something they've proven time and time again. There's your answer. I even have it. Look, if I have a coupon code with them, we're probably like I probably think pretty highly of them, and I do. I mean, I have a coupon code with like 24 system integrators, but that's because I don't ever want it to be like just this is the only one you should ever buy from. That's it. I'm hollow sounding? Braxton, thank you for the tier 3 sub. Thank you very much. Guys, am I hollow sounding? You gotta let me know. Mic sounds off? I mean, I did move everything around. All right, how's that? Is that any better? How's my compression? How's this? Is this any better? You gotta let me know. Sounds like some room echo in there. Okay, I can't hear that in mine. Actually, it sounds like it's going through twice somehow. Oh, good. I move everything around and suddenly it's all wacky. I mean, we're probably just going to have to go with, oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? There's probably another mic source playing. Hold on a second. No, there's no other mic source going. Test, 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 test. All right, I'm going to have to go to the stream and listen to it. All right. Oh, this stupid thing. Oh. There you go. That should fix it. So, what? What? So, what? What? So, what? Okay. Okay. No effects are on. No effect. Okay, check, check, check. All right, we're gonna switch this to. Okay. All right, how's that? Is that better? There's a really delayed thing for my audio. Yeah, it's a There's like an echo that is. Hold on. Okay. All right, I turned off the audio from the stream that I'm looking at. How's that? Because I looked at my audio source. I'll show you guys my audio sources. Okay. So audio sources here. And scrolling through them, the only one that is showing my microphone is just my microphone. I don't have any filters other than a limiter on there because I yell a lot in these streams because I rant a lot about stuff. That's it. I unhid all the ones that could be hidden. So I don't know what to tell you guys. That is what it is. I guess it's just, we're going to have to let it ride. It's set to default mic. So why don't I set it to the specific microphone? Hold on. All right, now it's reading it. I think we're good. I'm not getting any weird background noise anymore. Y'all tell me. Okay, good. There we go. I did not want to rob y'all of my dulcet tones and ruin this experience for you. Thank you for letting me know. There we go. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, no, if I have the effects on, this is the echo effect. It's a lot faster. And there's reverberation as well. There's reverb. Well, I would usually go through chat and, oh yeah. Araxinus, what's up? How's it going? Javier, no, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Sorry I was dealing with audio issues. Simply Avi, how you doing? Man, what did I miss? I missed so much stuff. All right. Let me get caught up with chat, and then we are going to talk about some shenanigans at play. Chris, I'd love to hear what you think about this. I just fired up one of your vids from a week ago, and there's a difference in sound, says Logan Zero. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for doing the background on that. What's up, Arutu? How's it going? Also, Braxton, thank you again for the tier 3 sub. That's ridiculous. Thank you so much. Sarge Marine, what's up? Moving things around makes Windows change what default is, and you can get annoying. It really is annoying, yeah. But also, honestly, I have the Rodecaster 2,
and it's not the best device. It honestly has some weirdness to it sometimes. It's pretty annoying. But yeah. What's up, Bone Shock? How's it going? Warm Eagle, welcome. Well, now you know how to sound really far away. If that will become funny, I would rather not. Araxin says, turn off the effects, please. I want to hear your real voice. Okay, here you go. Turning off the voice changer.
Now, here you go. There's the real voice. There you have it. Just because Araxinus requested it, there's the real voice, everyone. I just, I can't let y'all hear this all the time. You get attached. It's not good for it. It's not good for you guys to get attached to this voice because it's just, it's a bit too much. It's too much. I mean, imagine if I hit you in every video with, let's go, nerds. That would scare people. They might be afraid of how much they like it.
So anyways, I turned the vocal effects back on there. You're good. You're safe. There you go. Sorry, Great Majir. I am sorry. Honestly, it's good in small doses. Javierno says, are we getting my iBuy power build suited today? I also sub with Prime, so these moisturizer ads out my way. Be sure to refresh the stream, Javier, if you're going to do that. I mean, if you did that, thank you for the Prime sub. I do appreciate that. Okay. Braxton says, I'm sitting here with my brother. He wants a new computer. I told him about you, so he wants you to help. You've helped me a few times. I'll fill out the form. Go for it. I know that a few people did fill out the form during my off time. So, yeah. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed, but there is... I've been, like, the desk I usually use for streaming is back there. It's got PCs on it and stuff. I brought in my massive workbench from my garage studio that never worked out. And I have so much more work surface here. And if I'm gonna use that to stream, I'm gonna have a lot more space. The little, I think 48-inch wide desktop that I was using for build streams and stuff was not enough. So I'm reworking things in here. It's gonna be great. Looking forward to it. Javier did the I'm on the list emote. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. But listen, still hear music. Music still playing on YouTube. Audie Peterson, the music is intentional. It's backing music. It's background music. That's on purpose. Love the tool wall. Thank you. I've had that for a little bit. That's 4 of the 6 wall control purple pegboards I had out in the garage. I brought 4 of them in here. Absolute rubbish says as a first-time chat, instead of being like, hey, how's it going? And hey, cool, I want to check out your stream, whatever. They're like, what's the difference between memory and RAM? I need a PC to play GTA, thanks. RAM is memory. Memory is RAM. System memory is random access memory. You're welcome. Try saying hi. I am a human person. Coming in and immediately demanding information is wild. So we got to talk about this, though, before we get into any of that nonsense. It's not nonsense, it's computer stuff. But just don't ask me why I have to show this in such a fashion. Just trust me on this. It's videocards.com. That's how they are. So this is so bad. This is so exquisitely bad. Okay. NVIDIA is reaping what they sowed at the keynote when they made the impossible claim that their 12 gig VRAM 5070 could give you 4090 performance for 549. That is impossible to do with half the VRAM. In many, many circumstances, it just cannot work. It will not do the job a 4090 can do. So, of course, reviews came out. I did my own 1570 review. You probably don't know that because nobody watched it compared to these other reviews, because I didn't come out and put the title in there like, is it a 4090? Because it's not. Of course it's not. I'm not an idiot. I wouldn't actually believe that. And like, that's not the right way to look at that, because anyone who knows PC tech will look at that and be like, man, I'm not an idiot. I don't believe that. But it's not about whether or not, like, it's not an idiot thing. It's an experience thing. And there are a lot of inexperienced people out there who are perfectly smart people in every other way, but this is all new to them. So like, thinking that way, you have to take yourself out of that mindset, because it's really easy to slip into this thing where you think that everybody but you is an idiot because you know a few things. I don't like that mentality, but it creeps up on everybody that learns some stuff, okay? And you cannot have that mentality if you're trying to help other people learn stuff. So it really grinds my gears that that's all anybody could freaking talk about. If you look at the thumbnail for my 5070 video, it does include a thing that says, not a 4090, but right after that it says, duh, because duh. It's poking at all of the myriad thumbnails out there. We're like, is it a 4090? It's the clickbaitiest of clickbait, and it drove me out of my mind seeing it. I knew what I was gonna see, chat. I knew it. Anyway, like these guys, like I tell myself, nah, guys, y'all are better than this. You have a business to run. I know. You have employees to pay. Many of them have employees to pay. I know. You need to get clicks. I get it. But like, it's just exhausting. It's exhausting. So I also knew what was going to happen after I heard the price of the 9070 XT. Every video would be like, AMD did it. And to be fair, they did. They did do a good thing, it would seem. Now, I love AMD, a lot of AMD's products. There's a lot of AMD stuff that they've come out with that's been, ever since 5800X3D, I've been like, yo, CPUs for gaming, that's insane. And Intel ain't gonna be catching up anytime soon, and they still have not. Radeon's been hit or miss. But like, I've been around for a bit. I remember Vega. A lot of the videos that were coming out just before the announcement for AMD was like, AMD, you have to do this right. This is your shot. You can do this. AMD never misses an opportunity. To miss an opportunity is the quote. You have to overcome this. So what they were saying was, you can't put too high of an MSRP and then lower it like you've been doing, because all the reviews are out there and people watch those reviews and decide whether you're like, they see the sentiment. Does it suck? Does it not suck? Well, that's not the only game AMD is known to play. So I was like cautiously optimistic when I saw that, but I wasn't going to make a video about it. I didn't have a 9070 XT or 9070. And here it is. Retailer confirms Radeon RX 9070 MSRP only applies to first shipments. Price set to increase later. It's on videocards.com. Now, I can't say this is going to be worldwide. Now, this is a Swedish retail chain who's basically explaining how it works with these cards, but it could just be for them. But we've been here before. They did the same thing with Vega. All right. We have now learned how the recommended prices, also known as MSRP prices, work for the launch of. Yeah. Okay. Simply put, they will apply to a limited number of cards. The prices only apply to the first shipment of each model of 9070 and 9070 XT. Now, all these, like all my friends and acquaintances as well in the tech YouTube space have videos out now talking about AMD like they just invented free electricity. And those videos, as they said, are now out there. This can't be their first rodeo. A lot of these YouTubers have been around for 10, 15 years doing this. Or less, but long enough. Yeah, that's way better than the first question being, can I ask a question? Referring to that before. Yeah, true. Yo, Dark Force, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate the lurk. Thank you very much. Tough, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Tiger Lily, thank you for the lurk. Observer of Thoughts, thank you for the lurk. So many lurkers showing their support in that way, and I appreciate it very much. Sarge Marine, the more I learn, the more I realize how much more there is. That never goes away, and that's cool, actually. I love the fact that I have stuff to learn about PCs every day if I look for it. It's great. But, like, there's some things that are just like, once you learned it, it should be hard to forget. And that's the games that there is no corporation that is your friend, that is the good guy. They exist for the purpose of making money. And when publicly traded, they exist for the purpose of making their shareholders money. Where do you factor into that equation? You are a wallet. You're a wallet. You are a bank account. By design, that's how that works. When you go from being a customer who bought something to calling in for customer service, you have gone from being a source of revenue to a source of cost. And they view you that way. Now, there are people within corporations who can be cool, but as an organization, as an edifice or whatever it is a thing that is designed to intake your money. That's how capitalism works. So all of this, for lack of a better word, glazing of AMD, if this turns out to be true, which like it has turned out to be true before, is going to lead some people astray now. It's going to be part of misinformation. Skeeter, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate you very much. I need to look at chat more. That's a rant right there. There you go. Coalition Chris, I'm a human battery. That's Matrix stuff, but like kind of feels the same, doesn't it? But I will hydrate. Thank you. Thank you, Javier. Yeah, a lot of them were really simping for AMD today. Look, AMD made a dynamite product. No one's going to argue that. They made a great product, and the thing about it, guys, is it was originally going to have apparently a higher price. And there's a reason that they had put out press information before CES, but they didn't announce them at CES. They wanted to see what was going to happen with 5070 and 5070 Ti pricing. There are layers and upon layers to how GPU prices are determined. But one of the newer layers is seeing what people are willing to put up with when times are tough and GPUs are running short. And when they see that, they're like, hey, people are willing to spend a lot of money on these products. We want a lot of money. Let's charge a lot of money. So I just want to make sure you guys don't get disappointed when you're like, because I'm generally an optimist. A lot of you guys will see, have been around long enough to see beyond the rant. The reason I rant so much is because being an optimist in this industry is challenging. Okay, I am disappointed because I expect more, despite what I know. Would an AMD 9070 XT rug pull a clickbait title idea? Asking for a friend. Chris, you know what? You can ask for you. Just get me in that one too. I will rant in your video. The thing is, we have to be prepared to be wrong. And I hope I'm wrong on this. I'm not so attached to my ego that I have to be right all the time. I super hope that this is with apologies to the lovely people of Sweden, an isolated thing for their market. Please. But y'all gotta remember, like tariffs, whatever you see as MSRPs, these are suggested retail prices. And there ain't no Founders Edition or reference cards from AMD. There's nothing to galvanize those MSRPs. Yeah. I think we're ranting together soon. Sounds good to me. Yeah, Skeeter, that is what the VOD is for. You're right. This chat is, as I said earlier, why we can't have nice things. I don't know why it's not showing the latest sub. I'll look at that real quick. I don't know, man. My disappointment is immense and my day is ruined. It's not, though. You can't let it ruin your day. It's just going to be the case where, as it has been for years, off and on, the best GPU for you is the one you either already have or can get for a reasonable price. You can't get too attached to something through a review, and you cannot walk around thinking that a corporation is your buddy. Some of the people at the corporation who work there can feel like they might be they also have a job to do. And some of them are really freaking good at their job. And no, I'm not talking about the product naming person at AMD. They're very bad at their job. Very, very bad. Also at NVIDIA many times. What's up, Sailor? How's it going? Goblin, how you doing? Nefty, what's up? Adam Williams, welcome. Micro Center locally still has 5070 XT in stock. Sold out everywhere else online. Adam, I'm curious as to what you mean by 5070 XT. What kind of ungodly hybrid, what kind of ungodly homunculus has been created with this 5070 XT? I am terrified of what a 5070 XT would look like. Don't hate on us. Don't be hating on us marketers, Mrs. Ninetails. Look, I've done sponsored content before. I have. None of this stuff though. These reviews, this like, whole like everybody patting AMD on the back while they go there and they're like, it's just for the first shipment. Wait till they find that out. We'll be super popular then. Guys, one thing I'm going to tell you something about, and it's a thing about marketing and retail in general, right? Okay, something that you learn even in the food industry, things like that. Anytime you're pricing something, okay, you can drop the price on something and people will buy it, right? Cool, yeah. But raising the price on something is not going to make you popular with anybody. It's why there's certain like restaurants, if they do something like, all right, hey, you know what? This is 25% off on Wednesdays. Everybody comes on Wednesday. Rest of the week, you're like, where is everybody? I'm gonna go. I see you guys doing the I'm on the list thing. I'm gonna go in there and start marking people down. What was I doing? I was gonna do something. I was gonna go to Stream Elements. At some point, I'll remember why. But I like the name. Ace Tone, are you talking about the 9070 XT? Sorry for the Freudian slip, lol. Robert says, I can't believe your 5070 review only had 682 views. Robert, there's plenty of reasons for that. Yeah, I'm really bad on that. Okay. Plenty of reasons for that. Due to family health issues, stuff like that I've told some of y'all in chat before, I wasn't publishing videos for a while. This is the first video I published since the announcement of 50 series at CES. And then some shorts, like a dozen shorts after that. And then it was like, family comes first. I can do streams, but producing and post-production on video stuff is like, doesn't feel possible right now. So the first video I published, not only was it I hadn't published a video in a while, but also it was something completely outside the algorithm for me, because I don't do standard hardware reviews normally. This was NVIDIA going out on a limb, sending me a GPU directly like that. 2 of them actually, and neither of them did the content I made did super well. I really enjoyed the streams I was doing, and actually the person I talked to NVIDIA liked the concept of what I was doing, just testing stuff live on stream. That was really fun. But it's not a video getting tens of thousands of views or more. But also, the other element to this is the fact that it was an hour long, and people decide what video they're going to click on a lot of the time based on how long the thing is. Not if it's a shorter video, it's not as much of an element. But if it's too long, a lot of people will not even click on it. So that was my fault. So it also, I didn't go clickbait on it. I did not get clickbaity on it. And I sit here thinking to myself, can I really be mad at my contemporaries in this field when I work for days and days on something and someone else does too, and then nobody watches it because of my principle? Because my principles? You got to play the game. You got to do it sometimes. I don't like clickbait titles. You guys can go back through my through my video library and you'll see that. There's a couple times where I've flirted with the concept, but it just, I don't know. I need to get good at that. I do. Because it's like, oh, you're baiting that. Well, guess what? Guess what fish, like people who go fishing do? They put bait. And if you don't catch nothing. It's not inherently negative if you have helpful information in the video that might actually help consumers. Get them to click on the video. If they don't, you cannot help. Now I got Hang On to Your Ego by the Beach Boys in my head. Cheers, Braythorn. Not a bad song, maybe not your techno kind of thing. Steve, I like all kinds of music. But what keeps me going in streams like this is usually synthwave kind of stuff. That's just, I've gone through so many phases. I'm not a big Beach Boys fan. It wasn't really my vibe, but like Beatles all day long, stuff like that. Or maybe, switch it up, go Tom Petty, go whatever. Like, I like all kinds of genres of music. The only one that didn't ever stick with me was country music. Being in Texas, there was just too much of it. I was just like, all right, I've had about enough of that to fill the quota for a lifetime. They left them both locked in a dark case and weird things happened. I hope not, Chris. Swifty confirmed. I'm not against the idea of being a dude that likes Taylor Swift, but like, never really clicked for me. speaking of the video, he kicked ass in CSGO. I was like, whoa, nice. It was bots. It's bots, Skeeter. It's very easy to do that when did you see when they were just like trying to jump through a hole and they were just like, it's bots. I can't take, I used to be great at first person shooters until the shakes hit me. Now I overcorrect and it's really hard to be accurate. Hey, Braythorn, need you to pick a PC color. I don't care. Lol. Watch him go off when he's popcorn. Bone shock. It's not until you're actually in a thing. Corpo World's a weird place sometimes, Mrs. Ninetails. I agree. I'm glad. I got out of that. I did not look back. Spent 10 years in retail management, all that. Anthony C. Wait, what? What whole mess at Hardware Unboxed? I didn't mention Hardware Unboxed, Anthony. I did not mention Hardware Unboxed. Goblin, it's a mess every year, nothing new. Are you talking about my studio? Because you're right. Were those 2 cards missing ROPs? No. But apparently, now 50 series laptop GPUs are being found missing ROPs. And I got to know what the hell was going on at TSMC. And then to follow that up at NVIDIA with the validation. And then at the AIBs for the discrete GPUs or for their quality control. What the hell, man? How does the biggest company in the world just like, that's not a problem that we've ever run into before. Never, ever, ever that I remember. Nothing I recall. Celtic, what's going on? Principles are important to some of us, Bray. I know you know, but it's good to hear sometimes. Yeah, but like, I do want to keep doing this job. So like, listen, guys, I'm a fan of my peers. While I was in the IT industry and before that, I watched a lot of the people who I've gotten to know a little bit over time. I've watched their content and I was a fan. And the thing about it is this. I'm of 2 minds because I've said for a long time, I've told you guys this many times. If you hold someone in high regard, you shouldn't hold them to a lower standard. Just because you like them. You should hold them to a higher standard. Because you look up to them. But on the other hand, I'm in a position now where like, I am constantly at risk of being a hypocrite there because you know what? I need to get myself back on track in the algorithm. And that's going to require some clickbait. And I hope you guys will forgive me for that. I will try to keep it as accurate as possible, but it will be titles that are meant to entice you to watch the video. Because I'll be honest, I mean, I have almost 40,000 subscribers and my 5070 review got like 600 views. So even those of you who clicked the red button and decided to support me were like, yeah, it's not for me. I don't feel like watching. It's an hour long. Are you crazy? I can watch this in 20 minutes over at, at this other channel. And he'll make 80,000 jokes about the 4090 thing. So like, why would I, It's fair though. It's not that enticing a video to watch. It was a very high quality video though. Like it came out really, really good. What are you going to do? I take small amount of joy by telling tech fans and gamers that there are a surprisingly small amount of IT people that are tech enthusiasts and gamers. And seeing their faces. Yes. So here's the fun thing. There are people who build PCs who are not PC gamers. They don't care about gaming. Maybe they're in the home lab. Maybe they just like building things. Maybe it's just a job they have at work where they build PCs. But there's plenty of people out there who have built multiple PCs and maybe they just do it to make money because you can make money doing that. But it's true. There's some people who are in IT who are not into gaming. That's an understatement. It was an S tier video. Thank you, Skeeter. I appreciate that. And those of you who did watch it, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Cisoria again hit the like button. I appreciate you. We won't leave if you get a bit baity, buddy. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. Who's going around buying all the GPUs? Well, if you want the... Like, I don't even know how many are going to be available at MSRP for the 9070, 9070 XT. AMD didn't make their own. They have no way to really enforce that. There's going to be like 6 models at MSRP, and I haven't even looked. It's just like... And they're changing it. They're going to change the price, apparently. We'll see how that all shakes out. So, Chris, I was wanting to see what you thought about that. What do you think about this? About the 9070 and 9070 XT prices, MSRP only applying to first shipments. What are your thoughts? Marutu says, you mean not all car mechanics race cars? Yeah. And the best part of that thought... Oh, I wasn't even showing it. Here you go. But yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, I'll get into this thing that Rutu brought up there. But for those who don't understand my tweet on this, the whole quote-unquote debated thing isn't nearly as satisfying when it's directed at consumers. So AMD did this thing with the like 5700 XT, that generation, where they leaked fake prices to get NVIDIA to raise their prices, and then AMD lowered their prices. And then the guy who was at the time the head of Radeon tweeted debated. Okay, he tweeted debated. Well, guess what? What I'm saying here is debated ain't quite as funny when it's pointed at your customers, is it? Rug pull, they need to make it known this is an introductory price. Then ISPs make it known. Yes. Is it a crypto mining thing with the GPUs? No, it's just demand for GPUs. I mean, crypto is not as in the floor as it went after the crypto crash, but it's not booming either. Yeah, I didn't mention anything about Hardware Unboxed. Hardware Unboxed is a stellar channel. And though they can be a little clickbaity sometimes, they're usually pretty straightforward. You guys want to watch the most straightforward review on like 9070 XTs and cars like... Go watch Level 1 Techs. Go watch Wendell. My dog Turbo liked it too. I put it on for him Tuesday night because he was sad about no stream. I'm sorry about that. I'm not kidding. He gets excited when I say, come on, Turbo, Mr. Braythorn is on. Oh, what's up, Turbo? How's it going, Turbo? Hey there, Turbo. You watch streams? That's weird for a dog, but very cool. There you go. I hope your dog liked that. I hope everybody else did too. I hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, yeah. So what I was going to say was this to Rurutu, who said, "You mean not all car mechanics race cars?" The sentiment has shifted to where there's not as much gatekeeping with people who don't want to build their own PCs. There's been over the years that I've been doing this, and I'm not taking credit for it. I think there's just been a shift, which is great. But you still hear something every now and then like, oh, you got to build your own PC or you're not a real gamer. You're not a true gamer. Okay. Say that to like the entirety of esports athletes, esports teams. Do you think they're building their own PCs? They're getting PCs like given to them. Oh, but it's a pre-built. You're not a true gamer. Yeah, go 1v1 them. Let me know how that goes. It's just a flawed mentality, but thankfully not as prevalent. He's wagging his tail. Heck yes. I think Wendell just likes new tech. I don't think he games or care if game devs will use the new tech. I mean, he games. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's the thing. That's my thing too. It's just like, I'm just excited about technology. Multi-frame gen left me slack-jawed watching the benchmark. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. And yeah, It was. Is it weird now and then? Yeah. But when I started seeing some issues, I realized it wasn't just like, you can't just blame certain things on multi-frame gen. If you watch the 5070 review video, there was an issue in Star Wars Outlaws that I was like, oh, this could be a multi-frame gen thing. Then I turned it off and the issues persisted with like a glass dome, and it was all staticky in there. And I was like, oh, the AI can't quite figure that out. It turns out it was, I think, ray reconstruction. When I turned that off, problem went away even with multi-frame gen on. It's just the scapegoat for everything. Mythos Web, lol, I am 50, I'm a gamer, and I never built a PC. That's right, 2 separate hobbies, PC building and gaming. NASCAR drivers don't build their own either. That's true. Go race one of them, see how you do. I wouldn't do very well. I love driving. What's the best company in your eyes for shipping? Because I'm far from a micro center and I'm worried about damage and things not being plugged in. Company for shipping, Kyler, it's going to be whatever company that the system integrator you buy from uses. And generally, they won't stick with a company that keeps breaking their PCs. So I've shipped PCs through UPS, FedEx, USPS. And the only time I've ever had an issue, I think it was a FedEx shipment, and there's nothing broken. It's just that the big air cooler for the CPU had shifted, and the person that thankfully was decently knowledgeable or knowledgeable enough to remount the CPU cooler was like, yeah, I got it. It just needed to be remounted. But the thing about it is, Kyler, is that when you buy a PC that's pre-built from a system integrator, if it comes in damaged, they're obligated to get you fixed up. So you're good. It might mean waiting a little longer, but you're going to get a working PC out of the deal. Unless you're going through a company that sucks, like Apex Gaming PCs. Don't go with them. Because, I've heard bad things about the customer service from CyberPower PC. That's why I just stick with iBuyPower. They can literally do anything CyberPower PC does, do it better, and have way better customer service. CyberPower PC does not need to exist. Like, they're just stealing customers from a good company, unfortunately. Because everybody equates the two together. They have power in the name. I mean, come on. Let me take a look at the list here, see who we got. I'm going to scroll back through, see who said they're here. I can't remember what I was going to do in Stream Elements. No idea. I remember what I was going to do. Let me do this real quick. Overlays. That must not be the one. Yeah, that's not the one. Okay, weird. Oh, I know which one it is. Okay, it's this one here. Oh. This is probably going to mess with the... Why does my text look like that? I see it on the tiny screens on the stream, so it does, the outline looks a little weird. I'm going to take off the stroke from the chat there if I can. And we're going to lower the font size. Well, that's the chat. That's the wrong thing. Sorry, everybody. We're going to get into the list here in just a second. There we go. And then we'll go back to chat. It's going to clear all this out right here. Sorry about that. We're going to be switching screens anyway. But I got to get this. Hope that looks okay. All right, let me go ahead and save that. That's going to clear that out. There we go. Okay. Let's go into here, and that'll fill up again, actually. There must have been like Drat, Cyberpower's taken, but we like Transformers. I've even seen Cybertron PC pre-built company. Interesting. Chris, thank you for the lurk, bud. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. You can delete me. I already ordered one last weekend, says Mythos Web. All right. I hope I was able to at least provide you with a coupon code at some point. Who'd you go with? If I may ask. iBuyPower website is down. Hang on. No kidding. I just looked at this like an hour ago and it was fine. Yeah, it's fine. There it is. iBuyPower's up. So we can do that if that's who you want to go with. Okay, so Origin PC? Okay. I mean, they're fine. They definitely benefited from joining up with Corsair. It cleaned up their builds quite a bit. That's fine. Unfortunately, Kevin, the guy that I knew that he ran Origin PC, he unfortunately left, so I don't really have a contact there anymore. Is down for you? Well, I mean, you might want to try clearing your cache or opening it in a incognito window. Vested V420, first time chat. Hey, Bray. Hi. Just a quick question. So my job doesn't give me the time to build my own. So I'm going to go with iBuyPower. I was wondering if I should get it shipped with the GPU not installed. They're probably going to ship it with the GPU uninstalled. That's just something they do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Installing your GPU is super simple. And if you watch my video, that is how to set up your new gaming PC, the one from December 2023, I show you how to install that because that was becoming a thing. So it's not a problem. I also have a coupon code for them, so I can even help you out there. But if you're going to be doing that vested, fill out the form, get in here. I could even help tweak the PC and get you something that's right for you. David Soto, welcome. How's it going? Tanmay, how's it going? Welcome. Cecil says AMD versus Intel CPU. It depends on what you're doing with your PC. If you're just gaming, AMD. If you're doing more than that, could be Intel. What's up, Jeff's Trains? How's it going? Welcome. Incognito works. I need your brain. Yeah, it's your cache. That's what it is. It's all good. As long as I'm streaming, you basically have my brain available to you. So there's that. It said host error for me. It's down for me also. That's crazy. It's weird, but okay. Hi, how's it going? Braithorn, how's it going? What's up, Silent Furies? Does HP make good gaming desktops? No. I'm glad you asked. They do not. They've gotten HP Omen, if that's what you're talking about, has gotten better about not using proprietary garbage, but like then they'll have a proprietary motherboard that it'll screw into an ATX case, but has a proprietary BIOS. In some cases, you can't overclock your memory. Just really annoying stuff like that. And I mean, when I say overclock your memory, I mean even the one-click XMP overclocking or Expo for AMD. I just don't. There's just dozens and dozens and dozens of better options for companies you can buy a PC from. Why bother with HP if they're going to be doing that nonsense? So let me go back through here. See, now here's how it works, everybody. Listen up. If you're watching on Twitch, all you got to do is click the link that's been popping up in chat. Okay. There it is again. The link to the PC Matchmaker questionnaire. Go ahead and fill that form out. And then you're going to be asking yourself questions that you should be asking yourself anyways when it comes to spending a bunch of money on a PC. That will then send in this information here that you're seeing in front of me. It'll get you on the list. For those watching on YouTube, check the description. It's the very first thing there. Click that. You have the form, fill it out, and you'll be on the list. Now, after that, you need to let me know that you are waiting and that you're on the list. It's super easy in Twitch. YouTube for streaming has its upsides, but a downside is they don't let me give you custom emotes just for subscribing to the channel for free. You can only get custom emotes if you buy a membership, and I don't want you to have to do that. So on Twitch, just by following the stream, you get an emote available to you that says I'm on the list. Just put that in chat if you're on the list and you're waiting for help. On YouTube, you have to just type @Breathorn, I'm on the list. There you go. Type in the @ symbol and it'll help you fill out my name without misspelling it, because it's not an easy name to spell correctly. I have encountered that many times. It's basically a meme now. But if it's not spelled correctly, it won't highlight the chat for me, and that's what I need. Okay, Javier No says you say you're on the list, and there you are. Look at that. Since the 25th. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Okay, there's that one. Someone else filled it out. Someone else also dropped the emote earlier, but I can just scan through chat and I'll find it. Braxton is on the list. Awesome. Thank you for using the emote, Braxton. It makes it very easy for me. Once I have these in purple here, I then go by whoever submitted the form first and just go in that order. So, who else is on the list? Got sick last Thursday, couldn't do it, and then it's okay because there were 2 GPU launches coming up. This is the best time to do it. We have all the information we need now. Mr. Clem, I've never built a PC, but I enjoy making upgrades. That's awesome. Whenever it comes to PC DIY, you don't have to go beyond the level that you're comfortable with or interested in. Just upgrading a PC is going to make it last way longer, so that's an awesome place to be. Dell HP specials are so useless at times. I mean, essentially, if you find an old HP computer that is at least somewhat up to date, you can throw a GPU in there. If there's a business that's like selling off a whole bunch of them, throw a GPU in there, get yourself a gaming PC for $400. There you go. But like, it's not going to be that upgradable. It's not going to be that amazing. It's just if you're like, it's for my kid, wants to play some, Minecraft, whatever, some Roblox. Here's your computer. There you go. You even have a little graphics card in there. So far, we got 2. Are there only 2 people here who are waiting for help? I'll go over it again real quick. All right. On Twitch, just use the I'm on the list emote. All you have to do is drop a free follow on the stream. That is free to do. I would not charge you for this service. On YouTube, look in the description of the stream. It's the first link right there. If you haven't filled out the form yet, and if you have, type @BRAE, Breathorn. It'll fill out the rest for you. Just click it, and then I'm on the list. Just do that. At 9070 XT launch, Indian retailers have decided to price it for $1,000 plus. Tanmay, that's why the S is there in MSRP. It's manufacturer's suggested retail price. We put a lot of stock in that, didn't we? And then they dropped the pricing as a deal to $860. Also, keep in mind that there are upcharges for a lot of these cards because There is no base reference card made by AMD like you get with Founders Edition from NVIDIA for most of their cards. Not the 5070 Ti for some reason. Adam, you almost got me saying 5070 XT. I'm ruined. You've ruined me as a tech person. Anyways, I'm kidding. So there are going to be markups already, and like I've been seeing 9070 XTs for $850. If you go search for one now, they're all going to be over $1,000 very likely. It sucks, but no amount of stock is going to fulfill the demand, the crazy demand that's out there, especially after the deluge of positive feedback given by a lot of tech YouTubers who maybe didn't see that article about price increases after the first shipment. 5620 XTX. See, that's the thing, Skeeter. It's not quite close enough to an actual. I mean, it sounds ridiculous like an AMD product name, but it's not close enough to get in that sort of uncanny valley of product naming for a big corporation. Appreciate it, man. I've been spending many days trying to find the best for my lifestyle. Newegg just felt too good to be true. Well, be sure to get that form filled out, and I'll be able to go based off your information and help you find something that's appropriate for you, in my opinion. Remember, guys, these are suggestions. You do not have to get what I get, though I do usually have a coupon code for any of the multiple companies that we can look at here. That's just part of Operation Code Braythorn. Romeski, Bray, thoughts on this build? Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. You see that, Romeski? It's because you can't post links in chat. It will block it. And also, there are people, as you can see right here, who are waiting in line. And by doing that, hey, what are your thoughts on this? You are trying to skip ahead of the line rather than filling out the form and getting in line like all these people did. Now, they're not telling me they're here, so we're going to go ahead and get started with Javier. Help out, Javier. Since you can't look at iBuyPower, we're going to look for you. I know you're here. I know you're here. Romeski, there's the link right there. Fill that out. Get your name on. Get yourself and your information on the list here, so I can help you out. Okay, so Javier, I'm glad you're being super responsive. And for anybody who's filling out the form, please plan on also being super responsive if possible. I know it's harder on mobile, but this is a dialogue back and forth so that I can help you. Now, Javier, if you can help me out here, what is your actual maximum number of dollars you can spend on your PC? The maximum amount of money you can spend on your PC, not as a range, just a number. So if 2,500 to 3,000 is what you chose, are you at 2,750, 2,600? What's your actual max budget? $2,900. Not coupon code included, because I don't know where I'm going and they vary from one site to another. So we'll say $3,000, because most of them you'll be able to get something like that. Let's see what we're looking at. Okay. So this is a doozy because we're looking at gaming, pro gaming / esports, and streaming. All of that could go just fine on a 9800X 3D. Then you throw in content creation / video editing, and it throws a wrench in the works because a 9800X 3D is not good at video editing. It can do okay with DaVinci Resolve if that's the program you're using or going to be using, but not in the scrubbing your timeline kind of thing, which is something you do a lot. It's in a lot of the other functions in DaVinci Resolve. So you do use DaVinci Resolve. I'll show you what I mean though. So, okay, they didn't compare it to much. Oh, that's Photoshop. It does amazingly in Photoshop, by the way. It's up there with the top consumer desktop CPU on the market, 9700X, when it comes to Photoshop. Photoshop loves AMD 8-core 16-thread CPUs for some reason. Premiere Pro, though, not doing so hot. But what if we switch over to DaVinci Resolve? No. Oh, no, it's a 9950X. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve, it's still not the worst. It's right there with the Core Ultra 7 265K. That's pretty decent. So if you're using DaVinci Resolve, 9900X 3D can hang with a Core Ultra set, a 14 core Core Ultra 7. No, it's a 20 core Core Ultra 7 265K. That's like basically the i7. That's pretty good. And to do any better than that, you need to go up to, because even if you look at all three of these, they're very close to each other. Once you go up to a Core Ultra 9 285K or a 9950X, though, it does better. So, is it the 14th? The 9950X 3D, I believe, is launching on the 14th of this month. They announced it, I believe. Maybe, perhaps. I have an 11700F and an RTX 3060. Editing works fine. The content creation, that's the thing. One thing I'll tell you, Javier, if you're going to get any Intel CPU for video editing, never get one with an F in it. Never, ever, not ever, because you're giving up on, well, then again, you're editing in DaVinci Resolve. So no quick sync, but the ones without the F in them are great for Premiere Pro. Like, it's just the top of the heap. But anyways, doesn't matter. It's neither here nor there because it's not what we're looking at. Alucard, so what have I missed this time? Just a little article stating that, and this is only, so far, it's a retailer in Sweden, talktovideocards.com. This was earlier in the stream that I talked about this, but I guess that's, of course, if I missed it, obviously. Anyways, whatever. But apparently 9070 and 9070 XT pricing from the keynote that they did, or the announcement, launch announcement, is only for the first wave of shipments, and then they're raising the price. I ranted about this thoroughly. It was pretty good. Oh, Alucard Sparta over on YouTube says, so what is new? Well, Alucard Sparta, see, I talked about this earlier in the stream, but, of course, that's why you're asking what's new, because it was early in the stream, obviously. Anyways, but no, see, there was this thing where it was a Swedish retailer talking to videocards.com about how, okay, I'm not doing that. I know it's you, of course. I'm more towards pro gaming. The side hobby would be content creation, streaming, editing. Okay, good to know. But for this, we're still going to go with a custom PC, because if you're doing streaming as a side hobby, you're still going to need I/O for that. So let's go here, look at AMD gaming PCs. We'll go with a 9800X 3D then. That fits within the budget of $3,000, no problem. Here's what I want to check. I want to see if they did they don't have a content creation review for this. Hold on. Yeah, they don't have their review out yet for the 9000 series cards. Hopefully it won't be too high a price. Anything beyond what they announced as the MSRP, minus, of course, the standard markup for AIB cards, because that's all there is. They didn't make a reference card. Anything above that standard markup for this OC or whatever, it's going to be too much. Because everyone freaking praised them as the saviors of the GPU industry. And then they're like, They bought it. Now, of course, I could be wrong. Videocards.com could be wrong. That Swedish retailer could be wrong. I certainly freaking hope we are. I would happily, merrily even, be wrong about that one. But it tracks, though, doesn't it? As I said earlier, this is why we can't have nice things. Let's see what color you chose for your PC. Went with black. Okay, you're prioritizing price to performance, hence the iBuyPower thing. Yeah. Not too much RGB, duly noted. We'll come back to the coolers and such. So you said, I'm sort of settled on the 5080 9800 X3D, and that seems like the best max FPS combo for my budget. The Masters, I'm up to switching that around. I mean, if you tell me there's something you want, I do take that into consideration. I'm not a monster. We already have the 9800 X3D. There you go. But it could be out of budget to go for a 5080. Potentially. Okay, because when you upgrade your GPU that much, you're not just having to upgrade the GPU. We got to go do the power supply now too. However, my code does remove 5% off of the total price, which is pretty damn good. Let's see. What do they have us on for cooling so far? Is it it's a 240, isn't it? Nope. No. You're wrong. There you go. 360, just $27 more. The one thing I would say is I'd like to put you on 64 gigs of RAM. That's a tough one, though, because they don't have very good pricing on their RAM. And also, we're probably going to be on a super basic motherboard or something close to that. Let's see what we got. What are we on right now? Yep. Despite what the picture shows you, it's a completely different motherboard in here, and not one that I'd recommend if you're going to be streaming. Okay, Javier, here's the thing. I'm not like you. If you tell me you're going to be doing streaming, even if it's just a little bit of it, I'm not going to give you a bargain basement motherboard. You can upgrade everything else in your PC easier than upgrading your motherboard. It is the hardest and most involved upgrade to possibly do, and it's a huge waste. So it's better to get a really solid motherboard right out of the gate. I also don't know any of the specs that you had. You could share your build by going to summary, save, and then you can, DM me the link that you get. Just whisper it in chat, and I'll see what you got. Just click my name, click whisper, send me what you got. Instead of you basically, I do things and you're like, well, actually, I did this. Just send it to me. May, you're just telling me you got great taste in content creators. I just saw ePost Vox's video about RX 9000 for streaming. He says it's on par with Intel now, but their out-of-the-box OBS presets don't work well with slower-paced games. Oh, interesting. The AV1 quality has degraded? I hope AMD can figure it out as all platforms are warming up to AV1. Yeah, AMD has upped their driver game to where they're on top of it usually now, so we'll see. I am watching my whispers right now, Javier. As soon as you get that sent to me, we can move on. Start with 32 since the RAM is a cheaper and easier upgrade. Well, the thing about it is you can't really do an additive RAM upgrade like you could with DDR4. It's usually more efficient to just go with a RAM upgrade, but it is pretty poorly priced at iBuyPower, and I've been yelling at them about that for the longest time. Saw an article the other day about some ASRock Mobos frying 9800 X3Ds, sometimes within minutes. Have you heard anything about that? The same articles that you did. I haven't encountered it myself. Haven't heard anything from SIs. Yeah, I did choose the generic RTX 5080 option. I should just do this because I end up cutting off pricing and stuff if I don't. Still looking at my whispers, not seeing anything coming in from Javier. Whenever you got that, we're good to go. It really sucks though, Alucard, because oh no, Skeeter, sorry, Alucard was responding to the ASRock thing, because ASRock's motherboard game is insanely good in terms of IO and stuff this generation. It's just, I guess, if maybe you're going Core Ultra 200S Intel stuff, then yeah, it disappeared. You just continue, okay, all right. What's wrong with this one? Are they out of stock? It could just say that. Because, like, this is the IO that you get with this. And it's not the worst that I've seen, okay? It's not the worst out there. There is worse than this, where you just get, like, 5 USB Type A's. So here's what you're going to need to do, all right? What you'll need to do, if you find that you get more and more into streaming, and you have an extra Stream Deck to plug in, or you have the second angle webcam or something, you just have extra devices. Because even here, you're gonna have mouse, keyboard, headset, maybe, or audio interface, then maybe a Stream Deck and a Camlink 4K or something, just to whatever to connect your camera, whatever you got. You can get yourself one of these that adds 7 USB Type A, USB 3.0 ports with no extra power needed. You see that? Look, here's the difference. I dug up this old one that I had here. That not only does it have fewer USB Type A ports on it, it also requires Molex power from the power supply. That right there. You don't want that. This just gets all the power to power your USBs through the PCIe bus. And these are like 25, 30 bucks on Amazon. That's it. Just look up PCIe USB 3.0 and these will come up. Just make sure it doesn't have a power connector on the PCB itself. So we'll just leave it as this. You said that streaming is like an interest of yours. You're not really dedicated to it. Then sure, I'll go with that. Oh yeah, Molex is the worst. Let's take a look at your storage. Okay. Hold up. So it currently has you on a 2 terabyte Team Group Z44A7Q. Great name, guys. M.2 drive. But you can actually save $16 off of that by going with a faster drive that has onboard DRAM. I'm not sure about this one having it. That's the Western Digital Black SN850X, 2 terabytes. Because you get the 1 terabyte and then you get a free upgrade to the 2 terabyte right there. There you go. Faster drive, onboard DRAM cache. That's good stuff. Now we got to figure out the case, because currently It has you in a Y40 Pro. I'm not about to recommend any height Y series case for anyone who is even mildly interested in streaming. It's not something I'm going to recommend. Because you know this card I was talking about? You can't put this in that case. You can't put this in that case. It only goes up to here on all the PCIe slots. It's a half height PCIe slot that you have accessible to you. Same thing with larger capture cards. So yeah, not going to recommend this one for any streaming build. That's a choice that they made. I told them they need to come up with an additional USB or capture card option that stacks a couple of half height low profile slots. They haven't done that yet. Maybe they fiddled with it. We'll see. Magnus got a 9070 XT order today. Congratulations. That's very cool. Very nice. TPC, is Newegg good? Hi, how's it going? Welcome to my stream. I got a new PC. Why it's little loud and CPU temp at 60, 65 doing basic things? Well, my answer is Newegg good was going to be no, but I think you already answered the question for me. But whatever brand that's from, there's a company behind it. Talk to them. APC is the in-house brand for, or is it ABS? Well, I forget. I never think about them. I don't talk about them. I think APC is a power supply or UPS company. Whatever, the ABC, whatever the hell they're called. I should have this up top of my head. I just try not to think about Newegg. They're an in-house brand, but any other brand, your Skytech, your whatever, you talk directly to the company that you bought it from. Get tech support, see what's going on. But it probably doesn't, it might not have PWM fans. ABS, okay. Analog brake system, that's them. I like the smallest streamer-friendly case possible. I like having my room. Well, it ain't this. So, let's see here. I do like the Slate 8 mesh, but it's not super small. It's just, one thing I'll say is this. If you wanted the smallest case possible, you have to tell me that right off the bat. But we could go with a Landcool 216. That is a decently sized case. Tons of airflow, really well built. And it's not a dual chamber case, so you don't give up a lot of horizontal space on your desk to put it up there. They do have the new Element 9, and it's really, really nice looking. And the Element 9 Pro, take a look at this. It's a sweet looking case, but I don't know the numbers on it yet. I haven't here. Sorry, I'm not showing you. I haven't tested it yet, so I really couldn't tell you. But I did see it at CES, and it looked pretty damn good. And you get reverse flow fans right there with, the Lian Li copycat infinity mirror thing going on there, even though they're smaller. So it's like limited infinity mirror. Anyway, it's a nice looking case, and it's got plenty of, it looks to have plenty of ventilation, but then you'll notice there are holes here, and then there's a fine mesh behind that, which actually half of that fine mesh is covered. So any upward ventilation is probably not that great. I need to get a system in and test it. So I would say just go with a Landcool 216. Call it a day. Now, I did upgrade you to 64 gigs of RAM, but we should be able to get you close to... No, I didn't. I didn't upgrade you to 64 gigs. Okay. Okay. And hey, at least you get G-Skill Trident Z5. Not even the right RAM because it's not Z5 Neo, but it'll still work probably. Oh, it doesn't have to be super small. I meant not super wide. Okay. I have an interest in the case for some reason. Because you're an enthusiast. Of course you do. I had $75 of rewards on my Best Buy card, so I got it for $568 plus tax after tax, which is nice. Very nice. What's up, Virtue? Looks like Tanmay already answered your question, but do you know how I would transfer everything I have on my NVMe SSD to the new one? Yeah, you use a cloning software, essentially. I heard Newegg ABS are good. The problem is not always the PCs. It's also Newegg as the company. Like, buy a part here and there if you need to, because sometimes they're the only ones that have it. But a whole PC, I know they're supposed to be on good behavior after all the. It's just they've screwed so many people over in RMAs and service. It's like hard for me to recommend. So do whatever you want, but if it's my recommendation you want, it's not going to be Newegg for a whole PC. It's not going to recommend that. Maybe someday I could be convinced otherwise, but Newegg's not interested in talking to me either. So, all right. So yeah, you're going to have 32 gigs of RAM. For gaming and streaming, that's usually going to be totally fine. Unless you're playing like Escape from Tarkov, which is notoriously hungry for system memory, or really like thoroughly modded games, which can eat up your memory. The problem with DDR5 is that you can't just get a matching kit and put the 4 sticks in there and expect to get DDR5 6000. That's just not necessarily going to happen. So you just want to get the right kit for your capacity. Why would I say 64 gigs? Because you mentioned video editing. Even if you're not super interested in it now, you could be in 6 months. I don't know. If you mention it, I take it into consideration. So I would put you on 64 gigs of RAM. The problem is the $180 just upgrade from 32 gigs to 64 is the same price as buying a whole 64 gig kit of DDR5 6000. So like, just buy that kit and swap it out, and then you have a spare kit of 32 gigs rather than just giving up this 32 gig kit and giving them $180. The math just doesn't math otherwise. All right, that's a build right there. Let's see what it comes out to with my discount, which is 5% off. They will ship the video card uninstalled. It is very easy to install, and I have a video that shows you how to do it. There we go. Bray3 is the new code, by the way. So this took off $153.15, bringing this down to $29.09 plus free shipping. Eh? We could actually do the RAM upgrade and you'll be at $3,089. Like, that's not great. Maybe just buy the RAM and then you have both kits. You just swap it in, go to your BIOS, set it to DDR5 6000. You do have to do that. And then you can actually get a kit that has a dedicated AMD Expo profile. Let's go in here, edit, summary, save, and grab this link here. Give me just a minute. I'll shorten that for you. They have free shipping? They do have free shipping, yes. That's not, I don't know why. Oh, okay. Let's do it. I'll just give you the whole link. Now, Javier, here's the thing. Some of those some of those things that I picked are relying on specific sales. You could come back to this and find it to be $3,200, $3,300. Pricing on the 5080 could skyrocket. I don't know. Like if it's price of 5080 skyrockets at the distributor, iBuyPower has to raise their prices. So I can't guarantee that price is going to stay, but there's your system. Man, I should have gotten some caffeine earlier. Oh well, what are you going to do now? Cry about it. Yep. Okay, I haven't seen anyone else say that they're on the list, so I guess we're going to move on to Braxton. I'll most likely buy it by April. I can pretty much guarantee you then the price will be changing. You did say you'd be buying it within a month, and that is one of the valid options. Just a fair warning to you, because we relied on things like the special price on the SN850X 2 terabyte drive. That could bring it up by $50, $100, not sure. You know, pricing on 5080s can change drastically. I don't know. Maybe the price goes down. Who knows? I will tell you that by April, my code will change to Bray4. Okay? Just take a look at the coupon codes channel in the Discord. I actually need to update that to Bray3 now. Every month, that's just going to go up 1 digit, pretty much. What's up, John Paul Bacon? How's it going? Basically, we have this thing where it'll be like, I need to probably take out the images that are there because I have to go and edit the image whenever a code changes. But just look at the most recent messages in there to see if one of the images is incorrect. I mean, you're always here to help. I don't know. I mean, I drive sometimes. Traffic can be crazy. Maybe I won't always be here to help. Now you have the information. You're armed with the information you need regardless. That was dark. That got real dark, and I apologize for that. Braxton, you still here? $1,600, yes. Braxton, no. You've been around enough. You're a tier 3 sub. Don't make me roast you on stream. You chose 1,000 to 1,500, and then you just immediately said 1,600. You're baiting me right now. You're just like wanting me to roast you right now. Okay, listen. All right, I want to give some level of grace to someone who is a tier 3 sub. Okay, so listen up, everybody else. Braxton, this is not you I'm talking to. This is everybody else. But when you fill out the form and you proceed to submit the form, you're agreeing to the text that's here. If you ignore the instructions and any of the questions, you agree to be roasted on stream. Good-natured roast, don't worry. Now, if you know your budget caps out, and I'm just gonna throw out a random number here. This is just a random number. But if you know your budget caps out at, say, I don't know, $1,600, you would probably end up choosing, you probably think about that and choose like, okay, I'm between $1,500 and $2,000. And so what I did here is, you see, I can't format this any further. I have italicized it. I've put it in bold. I have put arrows going in. I have put asterisks. It is all capital letters, and the whole thing is underlined. I can't emphasize this any further within the bounds of Google Forms formatting. So I don't know what to do. You forgot to remove the keyboard. Got to get rid of the extra $25. That's not. It's usually not a thing. It's usually not in there. But okay, unless it's something they've been doing. But yeah. No. You said 16. And I'm not talking to you. Don't worry about it. I'm not even talking to you, Braxton. You're good. Now, you might wonder why that's something that I'm concerned with. And that's because, let's say, for the sake of argument, just as a random example, that if you were in that $1,600 range, you should be in this portion right here, but you would end up in this portion right here, skewing the numbers. And you would be surprised. A lot of people do this. So I don't know if I can really trust this chart that much, but it's okay. And again, Braxton, I'm not talking about you. It's okay. You're good. Let's take a look at your form, which it just says 1,600. I don't know what y'all are looking at. Okay. You could put it in there twice. No, because then people would not read it twice. And I'd be twice as mad. Okay, so this is just a gaming PC. We're going in for 1440p for $1,600. That's doable. In white. But you're looking to go boutique and Alexander PC. Now, you know, when you go boutique, you give up some performance, and it can, you know, that because you're getting a different level of attention to detail in the build, service after the sale, build quality, all that stuff, and part selection as well. Usually they just by default pick better parts, but we'll see what they've got around $1,600. Also, we do have a coupon code there that gives you $50 off. That does help. I know they've updated a bunch of their builds. Let's see what we can find. I would say AMD wise, most likely sort by price low to high. So it looks like the Peltast is what we're going to have to look at here. Uh-oh. Or not, because they no longer have the RX 7700 XT, which was an awesome GPU for this. Now it's just a 9070 or a 5070, and that makes it 1778, which is out of budget. What about the Phalanx? It's the same thing. We're probably not going to be able to do Alexander PCs. And unless we go, let's see if we go, if we undershoot it, we go for the hoplite. And then we bump up to, say, a 4060. And maybe we give you 32 gigs of RAM and a 2 terabyte drive. Now you're looking at 1388. This thing has a 4060, but that's not really a 1440p GPU. Skeeter, thank you for the posture check. Yep, it's there. They have an extra tab for accessories. Oh, I know about the accessories. Yeah, they used to have it where by default they had a $15-$20 keyboard mouse combo there. They weren't doing that for a long time. If they started doing that again, I'll just yell at them in a video or something, and maybe they'll change it, maybe they won't. iPower has the best customer-friendly website I've seen. It can get a little overwhelming looking at all of those component choices, Cecil, but yeah, their Easy Builder's really nice, and their ready systems, when they have them, they only have like 2 right now, can be really an easy choice. Yeah, it really comes down to, it's like impossible to get that for Alexander PCs through their distributor to get that 7700 XT or the 7800 XT, or the Peltast would be perfect. And you want it in white too. We got to take a peek here, see what they got in their pre-configured pre-builts. We'll just go sort by. No, that's not what I wanted. I hate when stuff shifts around. I feel like the formatting and spacing on a website should be the first thing that loads, and it's just now you end up clicking on stuff you don't mean to. It's my favorite thing. I love it. We gotta wait for this to load now. Sort price go high. This might be your best option. We'll look elsewhere if it's not. Bring the price down to the range we're looking for. I do want 2 terabytes of storage. You can probably add that storage then, because unless you're looking for a custom build, most are not going to have 2 terabytes of storage in anything under $2,000 if it's a pre-spec build. Well, there's the Azure 2, but it's on 5000 series Ryzen. I'm not going to necessarily recommend that, but it is a 7800 XT, and that can. Yeah, and it's a 1 terabyte drive. Yeah. What's with the ends? Why are these ends here? Are you guys seeing these ends? Does it show when I zoom? What's with these ends? Operating system, Windows 11 Home. CPU, AMD Ryzen 7 5700X. Case, Azure 2 White. CPU cooler, 360mm AIO. Fans. What are y'all doing, Skytech? Okay. What do I do then? What do I do? In white. $7,600X. All right, we're still in range. CPU cooler. Liquid freezer 3240 is nice. And this is an MATX case, right? Yeah. Okay. It's just for gaming, so it's fine. Yeah, we're able to make this one real nice here. So we'll go Radeon graphics. 7700 XT. Ah, dang it, overshot it. I mean, I could go with a 7600X. You can go with the liquid Arctic Freezer 36. That brings us to $1,599. But upgrading your storage is gonna. I'm not showing the screen. I'm sorry. Upgrading your storage is not going to. No cable extensions. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna push it up over. But I do have a discount there, so we might be okay. I would really like to do that $40 to raise it up to an 850 watt for future upgradability. Yeah. That's of course the black one. You'd be doing it in white, and that should be pictured here perhaps. No, it's not. Okay. We did choose the white color, so I need to see what this comes out to with my discount. What happens if we go NVIDIA? Nope. All right, 7700 XT can play 1440p games, nice, very nicely. No extensions. 2 terabytes. 2 terabytes. There we go. Let me see what this comes out to. So Phoenix PC, if you haven't been around for, I haven't talked about them in a while, man. I hope those guys are doing well. Phoenix PCs, they build every PC they sell live on stream. Very, very cool. It is a core part of their experience of getting one from them. and really experienced builders as well. Great at what they do. But we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. Skeeter, Jeff. Is it free shipping? No. But as you know, the budget should not include taxes or shipping in the max budget. Where is the... I guess we got to go to checkout to put in a code. Let's see. What is my code even doing? It takes $20 off? Yeah, that's not good. That's not good enough. Okay, never mind. Where the hell can I go where I can do for $1,600 1440p in white with 2 terabytes of storage? Where? Is this still up? It's still up. That's a 7600. Change that to the... Oh, that looks sick. Video card. Hold on. Let me cut. What do you mean it won't fit the case? Do they not have the... Well, there's 7800 XT, but that's going to raise the price above the threshold. But I get 5% off on this. It's not going to be enough, though. What do they mean? A 4060 Ti is not going to fit this case. Are they crazy? Okay, there's just got to be flags that are wrong on this. What do you mean a case? It's a porcelain. It's a full ATX case. You weirdos. Sure, that did it. So this is a 7800 XT and a Ryzen 5 7600. White cooler. I don't like the default motherboard anymore. That sucks. They got rid of the one that I had on there. I don't know if my discount's going to be enough, but I'm going to give it a shot. Why not? Now for storage, hey, free upgrade to the 2 terabytes, and it's $43 more. Where is that? Where's that 2 terabytes on here? It's not. Of course it's not. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Okay. Well, hell, let's see what we can do. Yeah, I can't sign off on this with it being an MATX motherboard in black in a white case. That's going to stick out like crazy that it's not the right size for that case. I know they had like nothing for ready systems. There's 2 of them. 2 of them. Yeah. Could just be some of the flags in their easy builder acting up. There's a 7600 removes $127 off the price versus a 7800 X3D, but we got to get that price down. What do you mean a 240 doesn't fit in this case? Oh, I know what's going on. They want a 360. Because the cooler goes here because there's no mounting for fans. All right, let's change the case. No. They basically did the O11 Vision thing, but in a single chamber case. Now this one can support it because it has mounting up top for coolers. There you go. $7,800 XT is still too high, man. It's all still too high. Where's this keyboard that was being spoken of? Yeah, there you go. It is $25. We're at $18.31. Skeeter, Falcon Northwest. That'd be amazing. But this is free shipping, so there is that to consider. There's nothing under the 7800 XT on the AMD side, and on the NVIDIA side, it's just like it's like 4060, and that's not a 1440p GPU. Yeah, 7800 XT, 7900 XT, it just goes up, 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 and then it really sucks because essentially this should be a good case for a 9070 non-XT, because usually a third of your budget goes towards a GPU. You're fine. It should be $550, and out of $1,600, $550 is about a third. But it's not coming in at the price it's supposed to. Yeah, just 3050, 4060, 4060 Ti, and then it jumps up to the 4070. Wait a second. It's $122 less for a 4070 than a 7800 XT. Hang on a second. $4070, yep, 7800 XT does beat it. But no one would argue that even the base 4070 can do 1440p. And that would get our build within striking distance of the $1,600 budget. Then there's free shipping and a 5% discount. That's if you're okay with getting a 4070. Because there's $50 off right now. That is helping. It is literally $286 cheaper than a 5070. I would take that performance hit for that, if it gets it within budget. We already did the. Wait, no, there's that one, and we just go to the free 2 terabytes. There you go. We also upgraded your RAM to DDR5 6400. And you're in the new iPower Element 9 Pro Gaming case. Does the case play the games? Anyways. Pretty sick looking case. The other version is the one that just had glass up here. This is better because you can get your AIO mounted up here and you have reverse flow fans right there. It's pretty damn nice looking. So if you go with this with a 4070, I think I can get this under budget considering that shipping is free. I think we're cooking. How about a pigeon southeast, says Redemption 77. How about it? Actually, what I would like to know. Hold on, where was it? Oh, I'll just go back there. Jeff, how's it going? Jeff? I don't know if it's just the one that we looked at. Let's see. It must have been just the one we were looking at. Where was it? There it is. I think this is it. You'll get there. Don't worry, guys. There you go. The answer is yes, I ignored your text earlier. That's okay. Because you've made up for it completely. All right, are you with me? We're doing this again, chat. Operating system, Windows 11 Home. CPU, AMD Ryzen 7 5700X. Case, Azure 2 in white. CPU cooler, 360mm AIO. Fans, 3. I don't know what's going on, but there's just the letter N, and it keeps happening. I don't know why. It just. Hi, Jeff. Don't you just love the intricacies of maintaining a website? Rogers, if the N's were M's, you'd sound like the teacher on South Park, okay? Cooper, I'm not going to give you advice on buying used parts. I can't validate them for you. Araxnus, I'm in a great mood. Just bought a PC with an RTX 4090 from Roby today. Got an amazing deal. Congrats, Araxnus. That's awesome. Still a banger of a GPU. What's with all the negativity? Well, no. I thought y'all were just being fancy over here, you know? Like, fans, 3. Motherboard, B550. I didn't see it anywhere. I just saw it on this one. Here you go. Here's the link. You just forward that. I don't know. It was funny. But yeah, we were able to finagle this one because you wanted the 2 terabytes of storage, and you want 1440p, and we're putting you on a 7600, so it's not 5000 series Ryzen. You have some upgradability in the future, which you did say you want. You answered yes to that. You want to be able to upgrade your CPU in the future. So we've covered all of our bases. Let's see if we hit that $1,600 price point with my coupon code, taking 5% whole off of this sucker. $1,623.55, but shipping is free. There you go. Azure 2. Thank you so much. And truth be told, you helped. I realized I did not really need an RTX 5090. Yep. Yo, what's up, Empire of Noise? How's it going? I'm sorry I hadn't said hi earlier. Also, Bass Player 2011. How's it going? Hello from Manchester. Hi. Pammy, glad to hear that you're hydrating and that you had a good time, it sounds like. Let me give you this this build here. The thing, we tried a whole lot of different options here, and we did find one that was possible, so that's good. What the hell? Not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. I know. I'm glad you came in though, so I could show that to you. Okay, Braxton, there's your link. And that's the code that gets it close to budget. I couldn't do better than that, but we got everything you wanted, and that is pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool. Now, if you had said you wanted to do 1080p gaming and boutique, then yeah, not a problem. But 1440p at 1600 with a boutique builder, it's just whenever you go boutique, you are putting some of your budget just towards the boutiqueness of it, the careful attention to detail on the build quality, the by default part selection being higher, like attention to care after the sale is usually better. Things like that. Aldous Vio says, Ho Braithorn, first time joining the stream. Welcome. I hope I said your name close to correctly. Because it's what you need. I think it's funnier if the first letter of the word isn't an N, like pretty much all of the ones in that spec list. Oh, hey, Barry, how are you? I just wanted to ask if you had a code for Alexander PC. I do. It is just my name, Braithorn. Takes $50 off any PC there and supports what I do. That one's for Trilkilski. TKS. Can I just call you that? But that's for you there. Yeah, code for Alexander PCs is just my full name, Braithorn. Super Turk Gaming says thoughts on Starforge. Starforge has some really Starforge is making a big impact in the industry because they're doing things in a very, very specific way. They spec their PCs the way they're going to spec them. Can't really change that. They have really unique aspects to their builds. Their build quality is by and large regarded to be very, very good. Their pricing is competitive, and their customer service is supposed to be quite good as well. Also, you can put my code in over there, but it doesn't really save you money. It just helps me out, which doesn't really sit right with me, but that's the way they do it. So you can put Braithorn, you can put my name, and they'll be like, cool, and it doesn't give you a discount, but that's just the way it works at Starforge. But they got some really cool stuff going on. If you're trying to stream, though, oddly enough, some of their builds that are like for creators aren't really for creators. If you're just trying to game, though, that's more what they focus on. It's funny because they're owned by a whole bunch of streamers, which they should have streaming-centric systems in the high end, but they don't for some reason. Oh, are we? Let's see. Hold on. You say you're done now? I don't know. I don't know. Thank you. This will be nice for his first PC. Braxton, I'm happy to hear that. That is very awesome. Lux Tizer says that one was a nail biter. This must be what watching sports feels like for other people. Except there's only one athlete and he's not very athletic. And that's me. But that one was a slam dunk. Like, we went with a lot of really good options, a lot of great SIs looking at their options. It's just, that's why I do the one-on-one thing, because you have very specific wants. And Brax, I got to tell you, if you tried to find that combination of options, you'd have been looking for a while. So we did pretty good. I think we did pretty good. I'm gonna pat myself in the back. Here we go. No, Will, I'm not reading that, Jeff, but thank you for taking it into consideration. Robert, fix it. Like the stream, please. Yes. I feel like we're all ready to say, take me to your leader with like 17 N's before it. Take me to your leader. I mean, if we can't make fun of ourselves or something like that. Yeah. I'd rather that be a mistake than something of a mistake in a PC or something. Like, that's funny. That's fine. All the important info is there. It's just a funny little quirk right there. Yeah. You're good. I'm really not calling y'all out on that. It was a funny moment in the stream that I'm glad you came in so we could share that with you. I see Romeski filled out a form. I don't think I've seen the I'm on the list emote though, but you are using my head bopping emote, so that's cool. Then the one where I'm jamming. Need more input. That's not the emote. I cannot mark it in purple without that emote that I made myself by hand. I knitted it myself. Humanity, what's up? Jeff, I skipped your build. You weren't here. And you didn't say, Braythorn, I'm on the list. So, I mean, my not me build. Well, guess what? I don't see anybody in chat named not Jeff. So, and as you know, in the form, and I'm going to go to the actual form here. You see, I even included helpful pictures. Whatever you enter as your Twitch/YouTube handle or username should verify, should match what shows up as your name in chat. Entering anything other than your username invalidates your form submission. Oh no. All right, Romeski. Hey, cool. Look at how the name matches the one I see in chat. It's right there. Anyone else who is on the list and is waiting for help, please let me know. Oh, I got to mark this as green. I didn't do it, but they did it. Anybody else who is waiting for help, please, you must let me know. If you're watching on YouTube and you already filled out the form, that is linked in very helpfully in the description there. You have to type @Braythorn, I'm on the list. Unless you're a YouTube member, in which case you have an emote that says I'm on the list. On Twitch, though, you don't have to subscribe or do anything like that. You just have to follow the stream for free, and you have a free emote that says I'm on the list. Put that in there. That's namist? No. It's because I didn't say it. Jeff, the form says it. I didn't say that. So, if anything, it's the form's fault, not mine. Does your code still work for Ironside? About to order the Grimthorn XL case. I think it works in some... I don't think it has the iron part anymore. I think it's just Braythorn. Alucard. You will turn as purple as that live mixer board. Who? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know about anything about a purple live mixer board. I never got one. I'm a little scared because I got a marketing email. We get these, if you're a content creator, it doesn't matter what size you are. Once after a certain threshold, you're going to start getting emails from like, hey, work with us. We're sponsor you, or we get this free $30 thing from Amazon. And all we need is social media posts and a 10-minute video. Oh, that's all you need? Wow. How magnanimous of you. But I got the most threatening one I've ever seen. It's like a mildly threatening title, where it says Japanese AI X Braythorn. And I'm like, You what? Gary Stonehouse pre-built rebuilt got completely delayed, and as a matter of fact, I don't even have the original PC anymore. That's back with iPower now. I'm basically starting from scratch. So, Soapy Suds, what's up? Hi Braithorn, just bought a pre-built PC and watched your tutorial a few months ago on it. Nice. My very first PC arrived today, and I'm so excited to plug it all in tomorrow. That is awesome, and I hope the video helps you out. And I'm glad the content helped you out. Tell us what you got. I get over 100 of those emails a day. It's annoying. Yeah, it's the worst. Your name does not work as a coupon, bro. Well, it's something. Hold on. Oh, I did not mean to click that. Oh, well, whatever. That makes sense. Okay. Iron Braithorn. Okay, cool. There you go. What do you mean verify it's me? I'm in the middle of a stream, YouTube. What the hell? Okay. Wow, 1 second, everybody. I'm sorry. One second, everybody. Oh, gee, thank you. Just trying to see how many people were watching, and it's just like, I verify it's you. No, no, I don't even know if I'm me. I'm having an existential crisis. All right. Back to it. Sorry, everybody. Okay. So, Rameski, let's talk about your PC situation. What do we got? Oh, I already finished you. Didn't I? Oh, you had this. You filled it. Never mind. I thought I saw a link and I was like, oh, I guess we're done. You did a custom build. Did not do anything, but still works. Actually, Alucard, check the shipping. I think you get free shipping with that. That's what Ironside does. They get free shipping with my code. because they don't typically have free shipping. Case is ordered. Congrats. Think I should get a cheaper Mobo on the build in exchange for hold on. What are you doing with this? You're just gaming? All right. White build. You want a lot of RGB. You picked the right case for that. You picked boutique. I want to make clear. Skytech doesn't put themselves forward as a boutique builder. They are a high volume seller. They do great builds, and you can actually request that your build be done live on stream, and that's awesome. But boutique is kind of a different category. They don't purport themselves to be a boutique builder. Now, yeah, I mean, we've looked at a lot of Skytech builds, and they're awesome. But it's not going to be that boutique experience, and you can't expect that. They're not advertising that. You selected boutique for yours. Well, the aspect of boutique where it's like, oh, you're going to by default get better parts. You're choosing your components anyway. And you're already talking about cheaping out on your motherboard. Now, one thing is, ASRock is supposed to be fixing this. But you put here ASRock motherboard, and it's a 7800X3D. 9000X3D is where I'd be a little worried about that. But I haven't heard anything about the 7800X3D doing that. But I'm guessing you just went with the white motherboard that was $10 less here, because there's another white motherboard here. Now, before we continue, though, I need to ask you, Rameski, what is your actual maximum budget between that $2,000 to $2,500 range? Is it that $2,400? Is that what it is? It did not give free shipping. Maybe that's on systems then, Alucard. I don't know why. I'll have to ask them what the deal is supposed to be, and maybe they can apply it for you retroactively. No. Do not say $2,500 with tax. It means you didn't read. What is your maximum budget for the PC in US dollars? This should not include taxes or shipping. So it's either $2,500 before tax and shipping, or it's an amount that can account for that extra. $2,400? All right. I should be giving you the full roast treatment because you did ignore the instructions, but that's okay. We'll just correct that, because I did make you wait around for quite a bit while I was messing around with stuff. $2,400. All right. What GPU did you get? You got a 9070 XT. I think the worst part of the roasts, whenever someone ignores the instructions in the forum, isn't really necessarily me sometimes. I think sometimes it's you guys. Y'all go like off sometimes whenever someone does that. Now, it looks like there's some differing answers in the minimum PSU recommendation for the 9070 XT, depending on whether it's an overclock card or not. But it does go up to 900 watts, which is not a typical number. But 850 was listed, 800 watts was listed. It looks like we're getting a flag on this with it being an 850 watt power supply. Let's address that first. Wait, there's just not one selected? Okay. There we go. Could just be that one wasn't available anymore. I do not believe that needs a 1000 watt. Correct. But because I'm getting differing answers from the Google search, I hadn't actually, the thing just came out. I don't have all that info memorized off the top of my head. Getting a power supply above the wattage necessary is not a bad thing. You're not constantly drawing that wattage. And here's one thing, Araxinus, you may not know, but I did watch a lot of those reviews on the 9070 XT. One thing it tends to do is have transient power spikes. Like, we're talking levels of transient power spikes akin to 30 series high-end GPUs. So I would rather, because I'm doing this for somebody else, be safe than sorry. Especially because I'm seeing, like, say, the 9070 XT Red Devil packaging recommends a 900 watt power supply. I don't know what kind of overclock they got on that thing, but it can't be that much crazier than, like, because AMD is allowing pretty big variances in power draw. And then there's the transient power spikes. Like, that was one of the big complaints about it in some of the reviews that got into the power side of things a little bit more in depth. So to me, it's time to act like it's 30 series and add an extra 100 watts, 150, 200 watts to it, to whatever you think you might need. Because those transient power spikes in those milliseconds can cause major issues when you're running your PC. I think we can go with this guy right here. It's got these silver element. Oh, hold up. 670E Gaming Plus Wi-Fi is an awesome motherboard. I love this thing. It's $30 less too. It looks good in either a white or a black build. Tons of I/O. Could go even lower by going with a Pro X870-P. Let's see here. Just gaming. Yeah, you don't need the Pro one. It'll save you more. $60 more off the price. And with that, if you were really wanting to get a 9800X3D, you're not quite there yet, because we had to bump up the power supply. It was giving us a red flag. Whatever that is, I wanted to get off of that red flag. And I wanted to get you up a little higher wattage, future upgradability. And also, if you're given a minimum recommendation for a power supply, I don't think anyone can point at you and say, getting a little more than that is a bad idea. No, it's the minimum recommended. I've seen them pull 350 watts. Better have too much than too little. That's what I'm talking about. Overclocking, you guys got to understand something. For those of you who are not that are new to this, you may have heard the term diminishing returns, right? Overclocking is that, like, focused. It's diminishing returns. You're going to be pushing your hardware more and more and getting less and less of an increase in actual performance. But that's not the point. Overclocking is an enthusiast thing. It can be really fun, and you can eke out a little bit more performance out of something. Go for it if you're into that. Not everybody's going to be, though. So I think we're looking good here. 7800X3D is still awesome. Like, it's really good. One of the big benefits going from the 7800X3D to the 9800X3D actually was in productivity stuff, funny enough, but also there's overclockability there. Because honestly, you're looking at another $100 to go from the 7800X3D to the 9800X3D. And I don't think that there is a $100 difference in performance numbers, especially considering the fact that you're gaming at 1440p, not 1080p. The difference between the 7800X3D and the 9800X3D shrinks to nothing once you get past 1080p gaming and you go to 1440p or 4K. Because the CPU is less important at that point. So you're fine with the 7800X3D. Instead, what you can do is, whenever there's a, God, what is it going to be? The 11800X3D, grab that one. Good job, AMD. Way to think ahead. I'd say this is a good build right here. The adjustments we made are good. I wouldn't go with a 1 terabyte drive in this system, though, for that price. You're over $2,000. I would try pushing for a 2 terabyte drive. And it's only $40 more. to get the SN850X 2 terabyte with very similar numbers. I would spend that $40 to double your storage, have similar performance, and yeah. And that you're going to be under budget with my coupon code anyway. Rhino says more is always better, but it's not necessary. Playa Flav says, is this my handle? NC Hustler 200. Playa Flav, if that was your handle, I would have said NC Hustler 200. Is this my handle at NC Hustler 200? Your handle on YouTube is Playa Flav, because that's what shows up when you say stuff. In my experience, the 9070 XT uses a bit more power than it claims if it is available. Gee, Jeff, I wish I could have said that. I wish someone has sent me a system with a 9070 XT. I really do. But it's okay. I've already got another system I got to unbox. And it's going to be another doozy. Another fun one. Another ridiculously bad system. We'll see. Maybe it'll be amazing. Who knows? But I'm redoing my... whatever. I'm probably going to do it either tomorrow or Tuesday. So you guys, those have been really fun. So you're going to want to be there for that. So there we go. Check it out. Now you got 2 terabytes of very fast storage. King 95 Pro, 9070 XT, 7800X3D, the Thermaltake 360 cooler. Motherboard is going to be just fine for a gaming PC. Give you everything you need. Power delivery, I/O, everything you need. 32 gigs CDR5 6000. The Thermaltake 1000 watt power supply, and that 2 terabyte SN850X. So I'm going to grab this link, but that's not all we're doing. Okay, I'm going to show you what this is going to come out to after my discount code. Let's find out. Yeah, it's like tuning a car. Play a flavor. And just like tuning a car, think about it this way. It might take you, I don't know, throwing $10,000 in your car to take it from going, take it from, 5 to 600 horsepower, right? But it'll take another $20,000 to get you from 600 to 700 horsepower. That's overclocking. Not price-wise, but effort-wise, heat-wise, power-wise, all that. Do we still have 2 builds in here, or did it just not keep my other build? Okay, perfect. Now we got to go proceed to checkout, put my discount code in there. Okay, it's still missing. Jeff, is there still a reason? Is there a reason for that the live stream build thing is still missing? Also, I can't scroll down to the total or something. Anyways. Yeah, I'm just trying to... Oh, it's probably because... It's there. Okay, check it out. With my discount code, taking off $72.39, your total before taxes and shipping is free is $23.40 and 50 cents. You're welcome. Kelsey's on vacation this week. Maybe they disabled the live stream build. That's a possibility. There you go. That makes sense. I hope Kelsey's having a great vacation. Being an engine builder, that was right and complete. Methinks you have built one. Sarge Marine, I am, though to a lesser extent, a car enthusiast. And I used to be a car nut. I've never built an engine, but I have. I've known people who have done it in their garages. Maybe have helped out a bit. I've wrenched a little bit, but I've never rebuilt my own engine or anything like that. I will not claim to do a thing I've not done. But you get to learn these things being around people who are very into it. Yeah, lots of GPUs already overclocked out of the box. Very true. Rameski, no problem. Give me a minute. I'll get you a link. Because I don't think yours will work anymore. I will say, Rameski, you did a great job getting it up to that point. I just needed to massage the build a little bit. Just mix it up a little bit. But you did a good job putting that together so far. Like, it was good. Yeah, Kelsey's out, and we had to get the 5090 orders out, so next week they'll be back. Awesome. That's right. You did answer that for me. You said Kelsey was on like all the... Kelsey Orhan was on all the 5090 builds, including mine. Not. There's the code. Code Swarm is what took that $72.39 off and got it under budget for you. Another one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. How about Rock Crushers, small blocks? Nice. Jsu Sense plays with car mods. Maybe he built an engine. Yeah, I mean, he has J's 2 cars. He has a whole channel for it. Well, Play a Flav, if that's your name in Twitch, just move on over to Twitch before the roast and you'll be fine. Kelsey is out of town. On hold till she's back next week and we needed to focus on getting... Yeah, I got you. Jeff, just the fact that you're getting any 5090 builds out is kind of amazing. Brody Blocks High says, yeah, kind of. Oh, no need to overclock an X3D. Your best bet is to undervolt it. Oh, you were talking about paying $100 for the Windows operating system's overpaying. Here's the thing. When you're a business and you want to be certified with Microsoft, get support, all that kind of stuff, you got to play by their rules. This is still $10 less than what you pay for a retail operating system at Micro Center, just buying the license there. So it's actually, but like if there are some SIs that are outside of that, some that are in like Canada, I know that Quoted Tech does it, where you can get Windows without activating it. But most of them will sell you a license because that's how they have to do business. But Brody Blocks, that was to answer your way earlier message about paying for Windows. I air cool my 7800X3D and it runs cool? What are you in a fractal torrent with a big air cooler? Because then, yeah, probably. Because something like a fractal torrent is designed for air coolers. As a car tuner, we tune for the use case. Drag racing, far different than a track car. Robert, very true. Very true. A track car, like, you can build a drag racing car not to the brink of blowing up, but it's definitely on the raggedy edge in its own way. You want to bulk it up. You want to make sure but it's never going to be bulletproof when it comes to drag racing. For track racing, you need reliability. You need that thing to be able to run and run and run. So think of that as like, if you're doing, say, XOC, extreme overclocking, right? Extreme overclocking is going to be where you're drag racing that thing. Like you have an LN2 pot, and you're pouring liquid nitrogen in it to sub-zero your hardware. And that's crazy. Stuff breaks all the time in those conditions, unless you're very experienced and you really know how to delicately do that. And even then, you're just at risk all the time. Whereas, say, my system here, where I'm constantly editing video and doing streaming like this, where I have a lot of stuff running at the same time, that is pushing your system. Now, gaming isn't necessarily going to be like that, because your CPU in most gaming situations at 1440p or 4K is not going to be under that much of a load, even in some 1080p situations. Your GPU is more under load, but that is designed to have, think about this, guys. Think about this. Other than your power supply, your graphics card is the only part that comes with built-in cooling, except in some situations, motherboards have it for their power delivery. CPU does not come with built-in active cooling. RAM, no built-in active cooling. Your storage, no built-in active cooling with a fan. But the GPU is designed to be a complete product out of the box that is supposed to be able to work in ambient air and keep itself cool. That's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. Well, not mind-blowing. It's not at that level, but it's interesting. And that's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys like nerdy YouTube shorts and TikToks where the dude's like, want to hear something cool? And he's like, I forget the name of the channel. They're really, really great shorts. And he just talks about electrician stuff. And I'm just like, that's not my thing. But the peek into that whole life, that career is really cool. Shadow Phoenix, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. I'm shocked that other SIs than Falcon Northwest are getting 5090 builds out. Nature's healing. I mean, it sounds like it's faster than actually Falcon Northwest, because Falcon Northwest, remember this, Araxinus, they pretty much exclusively use FE cards, Founders Edition cards. They engineer a bracket that is to the standards of the screw holes in the end of the Founders Edition cards, so they have to use those. They're hurting, I think, a little more than other SIs who can use basically any card they can get their hands on. I feel like I accidentally zoomed out of my YouTube chat. It was way too small. I'm gonna need a tune for my headers when the emission laws here get struck down. Ooh, yeah. You're gonna be able to open that up a little bit, huh? Wait, struck down as in opened up? Like they're gonna open up the restrictions? Tuners are gonna be busy if that happens. Oh yeah. Only have YouTube, never used Twitch before. Where did the other name come from then? It's interesting. No, it's undervolted and air cooled, and it still gives. Oh well, you undervolted it. Okay. You mentioned in different chats about one was about undervolting and one was about air cooling a 7800 XTRD, which is not a thermally efficient CPU, to be clear, because it wasn't until 9000 series that they moved the 3D V cache to underneath the core complex die, which was a huge move in terms of thermal efficiency and frequencies and stuff. Okay, now, anybody else who's filled out the form and you are waiting for help, I need y'all to either, if you're in Twitch chat, use the free emote that says, I'm on the list in the emote, as all you gotta do is follow the stream for free, and there's an emote there waiting for you. Use that if you're waiting for help. Over in YouTube land, that's only there for people who buy a membership, and you do not have to do that. Just type @Brayathorn, I'm on the list. Do so now. It's a formality. I do need that. Thank you. I know there's some people who have filled out the form tonight. I understand that you're like, well, he should know I'm here. I don't. I've gone through the rigmarole of calling out for someone for 15 minutes and then having to move on anyway. So save me that trouble and follow the procedure. Mitch, 28,000. Says they're on the list, and they entered their form on the 4th. So they're going to be first here so far. This, oh guys, y'all love when I do these. Y'all love it when I do these. Mitch, I'm gonna need you to tell me what your actual peak maximum budget is, but we're doing a 1080p gaming only machine at Micro Center parts list. I get to min-max those like crazy. These are fun. Braxton, I'm running 2 computers at my house. Can you tell me what would be a good battery backup would be? Braxton, actually, one of the things that I like to do is you search for a refurbished battery backup, get it from a reputable company. I've gotten one before. I cannot remember for the life of me the name of the website. And it worked great because battery backups are usually fine, except the battery eventually dies, reaches end of life. So they take those and they replace it. Now, you're not going to want to have the same one on both PCs because a lot of battery backups will say something like, oh, 1000 this or whatever refrigerated, but then it'll say 750 watts. You want to have it rated for the wattage of your power supply on that system and then some, because you're going to probably have your monitor on there. Maybe your router, your modem router, or maybe a gateway if it's a combo thing, whatever. Just certain things, depending on the overall wattage. Monitors can be depending on the monitor, can be sometimes fairly power hungry. But basically go based off of your power supply. And most battery backups are fine. CyberPower, it's not CyberPower PC, different thing, but maybe it is. I don't know. I never really looked into that. APC, different brands like that are just fine. Play a Flav, what is Ghoul Grumps? It is a thing that the Game Grumps, which is a Let's Play channel on YouTube, does every Halloween. So this is a joke T-shirt where it would be like, you know, the old like Count Chocula cereals and stuff. This is if they made a cereal. So it's Ghoul Grumps. It's just they had it for a limited time as one of their Ghoul Grumps runs a few years ago. That's me. I like the Game Grumps. I've been watching them since the early days. Which Micro Center? Cambridge. Wait, no, it's Tustin. It's Tustin. This one's Cambridge down here. D Brazil 95, but they haven't said they're here, so they might not be here anymore. I had a cop the other day tell me that I was lucky he's nice because he would tow me for having a catch can. And he, as he's staring at my clearly not carb legal intake and throttle body, Jeff, why are you tempting fate? You live in Southern California. Okay, Mitch, you said it's 1K. I got you. Not a problem. It's 1080p gaming. We got this. Is this still doing the thing on this PC? I forgot I was... Before I've been doing micro... it is. It's okay. Basically, for the past few streams, I've been doing these. I've been doing the actual PC matchmaking on a separate PC. I was capturing into this one, and it doesn't have this stupid thing. I've cleared my cache in this browser 100 times. I've cleared my cookies, everything, and it still gives me. Yeah, I don't know. But if I go, as I mentioned, into an incognito window, it works just fine. Dustin, California. And let's put together a PC for you. Hold on, let me go to dark mode first, because I'm particular about that. Huh. Okay, I saw this. I see some of these deals and I'm like, yo, that's a really good price. But the thing is, I don't want to put you on 16 gigs of DDR5, like a single stick of DDR5. No. I mean, I guess you could buy one more stick of DDR5, but what's the point of the bundle? Now, this one with a 7700X, 32 gigs DDR5 6000, and a gigabyte B650 Gaming X AX V2 is $369. That is not shabby at all. That is not too shabby. We're going to try starting with that. I might need to cheapen out on some stuff, I might need to individually select some things, but you're saving a lot on the CPU. It's $135 for a 7700X. That's ridiculous. And you're getting another like $28 off of the motherboard, but mostly it's off the CPU. That's crazy good. That makes up for it not being a 7600 or whatever. So yeah. But the main thing we got to look at is the video cards. We got to see what good 1080p video cards are here. RX 6600, not bad, not bad. Here, let's actually go to, well, oh my God. I'm not even gonna say something funny this time. It's just annoying that it does that every time. Let's get out of this one. And we're going to the 1080p medium here. So this is gonna be our frame of reference here. art art style reminded me of Ghostbusters artwork style. Nice. Might have been an inspiration for them. Press X to Jason. Jeff is just candid like that. He can say someone's off, and people deserve time off. It's totally fine, totally normal to be able to say that. I wouldn't call someone unprofessional saying, they're off this week. That's whatever, it's fine. Nothing about my car could be stealth. It is bright green and loud. Yeah, it's not subtle. I've ridden around in it. It is not subtle at all. All right, Skeeter, thanks for hanging out. Shadow Phoenix says, I currently have a GeForce 30. It's an RTX 3060. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why. I just thought you were going to say GTX. I read ahead without reading. GeForce RTX 3060 in my PC. Is it possible to run 2 graphics cards? No. No, they killed SLI, and it wasn't even like, there were times where it was cool, but most of the time it was just buggy. Game devs wouldn't support it very well. It was just not. It's not worth it. You don't want to run 2 GPUs. Now, you're not going to get 2 GPUs worth of gaming. You can run 2 GPUs if you're using one just for like encoding AV1 or something like that. So like, get yourself an ARC A750 or A380 just to encode AV1 if you want. But for gaming performance, you can't go the 2 cards route anymore. Gary Lee Laster, hello, Braith, I'm on this. Okay, let me mark you down, Gary. I did just start helping Mitch, but I'll get back to yours right after I'm done. I was using this. So the RX 6600 is right around here. It is nearly at parity with an RTX 3060. 4060 would be a big improvement over that. In 1080p gaming at medium settings. This is nearly 150 FPS with a 4060, about 145. On average over many different games. But we got to see what's in stock here first. So let's keep looking. GPU stock at Micro Centers, it's gotten hit pretty hard, pretty bad. RX 6600, 3050, 3050. Wow. Tustin got hit hard. I mean, RX 6600 will get you there. I mean, seriously, like let's look at this real quick. You get yourself a 1080p 144 hertz monitor, not an expensive monitor to get. An RX 6600 is going to average about 115, 120 FPS. That'll do it. Now, what did we say about the color of the build? In black. Okay. There we go. Let's see. What is the lowest price option here? 189. We're going to come in way under budget with this. RX 6600 for 189 is insanely good. That's a great deal. That is a very good deal. Out of curiosity, I want to check something. Products, video card. RX 6600. Lowest price on one's $200 online, and they're going up to it keeps going. Oh, never mind. That doesn't have a price. $595. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, you're doing all right here for this $189.99. Inline Performance Plus, 1 terabyte, $65. Very good performance, great longevity, on built-in or onboard DRAM cache. You're good. 624. We're gonna need power supply, case, and CPU cooler. In this case, like, and someone might be looking at this and be like, what do you mean? Ryzen 7700X, why did you put that in there? It was the bundle. And the bundle took it down to like $130 for a 7700X. Nobody would argue that that's not a great deal for that CPU. Now, let me ask you this, if I may, Mitch, what style of case are you looking for? I know you want a black case, but like, you want a pretty basic front intake, top rear exhaust kind of case? Is that what you're looking for? Oh my God. Okay. Standard case. All right. Is this mesh? That is glass. Nah, I'm good. Thank you. Bye-bye, Gandias. I know the X3 has been liked and disliked. I forget if it's because of the I think it's because they're not fully RGB fans. I know one of these is like that. What'd you say here for this? Not too much RGB. Got it. Okay, so it is fully RGB fans on this one. It comes with a hub for it. You can either press a button on the case to cycle through the effects that are built into the board there on the case, or you can plug it into a motherboard header. Usually for that, in order to get that working and get it off of the case controls, you plug the ARGB plug into the header on the motherboard, but you have to hold down the RGB button on the case for like 4 seconds or so, and it'll switch to motherboard controls. But this one has also less RGB like you wanted, with only the 3 RGB fans in the front, not all throughout the case. I'd say this fits the bill quite nicely. Oh, it's $89.99. It's the same price as the Fantex XT Pro Ultra. I would actually prefer to go with the Fantex one. Still better build quality on that. Fantex makes fantastic cases. Same number of fans. At least the back one is matching to the front ones. I'd say this one instead. I didn't realize that was also $90. A lot of these cases under that price are not standard front mesh, top rear exhaust. They have front glass. So you wanted a standard style case, there's the Fantex one. We're still under budget. We just need a power supply and an air cooler. Or we could even go AIO if you want. $750 is way more wattage than you need, but I'm looking at it to the point where like you're getting this thing at $1,000, building it yourself. You're going to be probably open to the idea of down the road upgrading your GPU And maybe when things settle down in the GPU market, I don't want you to have to upgrade your power supply as well. 750 is a good round number for that. Way more than you need for an RX 6600. And it can handle something like a 9070 down the line. Not the XT one. 9070 XT is going to want for a little more power. X3 is Molex. Yeah, it's Molex, I believe. Thank you, Alucard. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, Play a Flav I have. It was the first thing I talked about on stream. Oh yeah, we got a total of 90 people watch right now. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching me stare at a screen and talk now and then. Play a Flav, I said it was on the list too. That is correct. Play a Flav, you did do that. However, you are the most recent person who's entered the forum. The two other people who said they were on the list entered their forums. One was on the 28th of February. One was on the 4th. So a couple days ago. Whoever enters their information earlier is a person who gets help first. Whenever I'm looking through the list, okay, this person's here, this person's here, this person's here. So whenever I move on to the next person, I go to the earliest person who is here right now. That's how I do that. That means that, like, say, you're here, you entered the form 3 days ago. Someone who entered it tonight, they're going to go after you, just when you're here. So yes, but you did say you were on the list. Let me go ahead and mark you down. I'm just explaining why I'm not helping you right now, and instead I'm helping Mitch. And Gary Lee Laster came in with another build as well that I'm going to be helping them out. It's another Micro Center parts list, so could be quick, could be not quick. We'll see. I will say this, Mitch, I'll need you to basically add this thing to cart right after I'm done, because I'm going to have to reset the build to do the next one. Which one am I doing here? The semi-modular on that, which is fine, but you're building it yourself. And the MAG power supplies are really good, particularly for the price. Also, Corsair makes a really solid one. Same price. We'll go Corsair on that. All right. Now, what are we looking at budget-wise left over? We're at 814. We have literally everything except for the CPU cooler. So okay, Mitch, I want to be clear. I would put a beefier GPU in here, but this one is a performant 1080p GPU. It can do 1080p gaming in pretty much any game, as is shown here. You're over 100 FPS with the RX 6600 and about 120. Okay. This thing is competing with previous gen 2070. It's competing with the 3060. All of that. It's, it's up there, but it's literally the highest end gaming GPU they have in stock. So if you find one elsewhere, you could have them build it with that. But they're just none at this Micro Center. Other than that I would recommend. So you're getting your GPU for $189. It's really good. Now the question is, do we use some of the extra budget to give you an AIO, or do we go with something like see if there's a 6-pipe air cooler, which could handle the 7700X, I believe. 5 might be pushing it. See, at that point, we're at AIO levels anyway. Let's just get you a 240 millimeter AIO. There you go, $75. 6-pipe air cooler that I was looking at was like $120. So yeah, there you go. All right. There you have it. There's a build. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to put a license for Windows on here because like $120. Instead, you can just download Windows Media Creation Tool. Oh, what happened here? Why did you go away from me? Look at me. I'm the streamer now, not this can of sparkling water. When did it do that? At what point did it do that? How did I miss it? I think I might have a Chicken Man, the greatest detective the world's ever known t-shirt. Lol, look it up. I would have to. I don't quite get that reference. I feel like I should, though. It's like tickling at the edge of my brain. Plan on getting a 4K series? A 4K series. Oh, a 40 series. Okay. Shadow Phoenix. If you're looking for upgrade help, there's actually an option for that in the forum, which has been posting in chat as you've been here. What are your thoughts on putting an Intel B580 in the PC? Another good option if you don't mind tinkering, like because there'd be some games where like, oh, I got to update this, or oh, there's a driver update, I got to get that. If you don't mind doing that, then sure, if they have it. Let's see if they've got it. They have one Intel card. It is an A580. That's a no. Now, if you just buy one, or if you have one, then sure, put that in there, remove the GPU from this, from your cart, and just use that one. All right, Sarge Marine, thanks for hanging out. Danilo Espanol says, I'm on the list. All right, let's look by your name. No, you're not on the list. Danilo Espanol. You are not on the list. Sorry about that. Basically, I just searched your name by typing it out as I see it. Danilo. It's coming up 0 of 0 right there. So that means you're not on the list. This came out to $889 with an AIO with a 7700X CPU, full-size ATX motherboard with Wi-Fi, with AX Wi-Fi, 32 gigs DDR5 6000, a high-end Inland Performance Plus Gen 4 M.2 drive, 1 terabyte, the RX 6600, pretty much the best 1080p gaming GPU they had in hand, and a Fantex case with fans, a 750 watt fully modular power supply with ATX 3.1 compatibility, and a 240 millimeter AIO for $890. This is why people like Micro Center. Okay, I think I did the form right. All right, cool. But yeah, Mitch, they don't have that that GPU in stock. So it's a great GPU in terms of price to performance. I would see how it stacks up against the RX 6600 though in charts, because this one has been brought down to 189. So it had that 250 or whatever the he said B580. Yeah, B580. Okay, so the B580 is like $250 or something. It would need to outperform the RX 6600, which I believe it did handily. So if that's a thing and you have access to one, then go for it. If you do not, Micro Center at Tustin does not have it. I didn't realize I'd scrolled up on YouTube chat. I'm sorry, I'm behind. Gotta go to Scott off 13-hour shift. Squirkle, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Do you prefer Java or Newegg? Says Kyler. Java. Sounds like press X to Jason used to be over at Skytech. All right. If you've hung out on Twitch streams, I'd probably recognize your username there, but I don't recognize the YouTube one. Okay, so Mitch, I do need you to, I need you to add this to your cart or save the build. Right here, go over save this build. It'll prompt you to create a Micro Center account. I need you to do that because I'm about to do another Micro Center build, and that's going to clear out this one. It's going to be gone. Let me know when you've clicked on that link and added this all to your cart or created an account at Micro Center and save the build, please. I cannot move on until you have done so. And it is 11:30. I'm coming to the end of when I normally am doing these. Just waiting on you, Mitch. Saved it. Thanks. Awesome. Hell yeah. There you go. All right. When you're done with your build, show it off in the Rigs channel on the Discord. All right, Gary Lee Laster going over to Charlotte, North Carolina to get some PC parts and build a PC. Now, Gary, if I may ask, what is your actual maximum budget for the PC? Araxinus, thank you for saying you like me talking. Appreciate that. Saw you over in the Roby build stream when I was popping in there here and there. I was building this desk right here, actually, the one that's, and I would just come over here and chat every now and then. I'm honestly like, there's a reason that whenever someone's like, "Hey, Braithorn, I'm here. I'm gonna lurk," or they just hit the lurk emote, I totally get it. That's what I do in most of the streams I watch, is lurk, because I'm doing something in here or on here or whatever, and I just want something. I want to hear people, because this is a very solitary job. I'm just a dude in a room. So just hanging out in streams is usually like one of my favorite things to do. Watching videos and YouTube stuff in the background is kind of cool sometimes. It's not the same though. There's no conversation going on. 1400, got it. All right. He is free now. Okay. Did you give... I was about to say, to make a Dobby joke. Wow. Did you give him a sock? I did a PC part picker list. Okay, Gary, I need you to send that to me. You could have put it in your form right here, but also you listed Charlotte, North Carolina Micro Center. So I figured we were going to do another Micro Center build. Is that where you're going to be going, or are you going to be ordering the parts online? Yeah, Skytech veteran of 4 years, worked pretty closely with Jeff. Very cool. Talk about Press X to Jason, who used to work with Skytech Gaming. Yeah, pretty sure 5090s aren't free at Skytech. I'm the only pre-built YouTuber out there, and you and I ain't got one. So yeah, they're not. I can tell you that. Oh, you got the scoop. Okay. Let me know when you've got the hookup. That's what I'm talking about. 5090s are free. Just $2,500 shipping and handling. Okay. Really nickel and diming there. Okay. Well, I don't have, Gary, I don't have your PC part picker list. You would have normally put it in here wherever the, are you interested in a certain SI? If you go over to Twitch, which I know you do that for Tangia stuff, you can whisper it to me on Twitch. YouTube does not have a direct messaging option. So, you see how I typed boop right there? That's where you can go to Twitch, click on my name, and click send whisper. And it says what is the exact thing that it says. I can't click on my own and do that. Just click whisper. It's a purple button. It says just click whisper and send me the link to your PC part picker list. But like I said, I was figuring we were going to do a Charlotte, North Carolina Micro Center part list. Nope, you did not post it in chat, Gary. Unfortunately, you cannot post links in chat in either YouTube or Twitch. On Twitch, you'll see it. Sometimes people are like, hey, check out this list. And there's 3 asterisks there. It's because it gets edited out. Because I get a lot of people who are new to PC stuff in here. And someone comes in and puts a malicious link that says something like, hey, you know, is this your link for the giveaway PC, Bray Thorn? And people will be like, what? And they'll click it and then get hacked. And stuff like that can happen. I'm not having that. So I have to have no links available in chat. There you go. All right. Going over to Twitch. Awesome. Reaper, what's up? Coming in with the shroud emote. How's it going? Here, I gotta find a cool one of mine now to throw in there. There we go. I'm looking up at him. Yeah, Gary, just click on my name in chat there and then click whisper and then paste that link into whisper and send it over to me. I will take it from there. Let's see in the meantime what Charlotte has in terms of GPUs. Clearing out the build. Let's go to Charlotte. And then wait, and then click on video card. Oh, no. Oh, God, they're showing things with 0 stock. Even though it's clicked to only show things that are in stock. Chat, help. Help, chat. Make them stop. We need a 1440p GPU. This is why it drives me crazy, because I'm like 7800 XT. 0 in stock. Zero in stock. Yeah. They have the 9070. They've got the 9070. They have 20 in stock. Oh no! Oh God, that's terrible. They have a 5070. Of course, it's the Asus Tough Gaming, and Asus takes this supposedly $550 graphics card, makes it $740, and it's sold out. Oh, like I liked the 5070 that I tested at MSRP. because it's the Founders Edition, which doesn't come out apparently for a couple weeks. Like they delayed that. And forget it. Whatever. Do it on Micro Center? Okay, sure. Well, all right. 9070 it is. The lowest price 9070, $619. We should maybe be able to make this fit within the budget of 14. Yeah, we should be able to make this fit in $1,400. It's cutting it a little close. But all you're doing though is gaming at 1440p. Just gaming 1440p. We can figure out the rest. Also, what color is the build you're doing? In black. Okay. So the lowest bundle with 32 gigs of RAM is like the other one, 7700X, 32 gigs, DDR5 6000, 360, and the motherboard for $369. It is a hell of a deal. But that's a great deal. Now here though, you could go $30 higher and get a 9700X, but that's not going to help you in 1440p gaming. It's not really going to make a difference. Same motherboard, same RAM, $30 more to go from a 7700X to a 9700X and not get much in the way of 1440p performance added on. It's not going to do much for your frames per second in 1440p. Doing good. How's your night going? Sorry, Reaper. Do not have the Jane hat available. I need to turn off that redemption thing. It is in a box somewhere. I promise you guys, once I find it, I will don it once again. Oh man, we're gonna try. I might end up. I don't want to go over on this, so we do 1 terabyte of storage. There we go. Now, Gary, any preference on the style of the case? You've heard me ask about this a bunch of times, I'm sure. Like I said, it's in a box somewhere. Just one time where I was cleaning up, I boxed everything up. It's probably in the closet I have in the other room over here. I just need to find it. I'm not gonna like lose that thing forever. It was hand-knitted for me by a friend. So for the style of the case, do you want extra glass front and glass side, or do you want just a side glass front mesh kind of standard style of airflow? What are you thinking? Beginner gaming rig. Okay, this is gonna be a pretty sick beginner's gaming rig. I'm gonna say a Montec XR. 66. It's $70. Has reverse flow side intake fans. Lots of glass. Can look awesome. Let's go with this. What is the best B650 motherboard in white? What's up, Jack Cesario? I don't know. Probably a Gigabyte Ice one. That one's really good. It's got a lot of I/O. Looks amazing in white. Just look up Gigabyte Ice B650. Montec XR, that's right. That's the one I went with. Now for this, though, because of the transient power spikes, we need to go a little higher end on the power supply. Let's say 850 for a 9070, excuse me. Good, good. What's up? I'm doing all right. How does help list line work? Whoever fills the form out first gets help first. That's correct. And these are people who filled it out a few days ago. Gary filled it out on the 28th of February. So when you filled out the form, if I don't help you out that night, whenever you come in next, you're probably going to be before everybody else. Now, as it's turning out, it is 15 minutes to time where I usually clock out of doing this, midnight Central Time. So if I don't get to help you out tonight, it's going to be on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. I do apologize for the wait. It is free help. I just do this until because midnight's usually where chronic fatigue syndrome kicks in. I got nothing left, and I'm just done. My body's pretty accustomed to that time, that cutoff time. Once I get past that, I'm pretty useless, to be honest. I start to get, loopy in the head. Let's go ahead and liquid cool this thing. Since you're building it, you're not going to pay any extra build fee for that. Of course, you only have the white one. Okay. So you're telling me that it's only $10 more to go from the King Cool Aquafreeze ARGB 240 millimeter up to the 360 millimeter. I don't know, chat. Do we think that's worth it? It'll fill out the case nicely. Let's do it. Maximus Mask, what's up? How's it going? Gigabyte or ASRock both have nice ones. What about the LS720? Definitely worth it. Let's see. We're $80 under budget right now. Wait, LS720. Wait, LS720. Which one is that? Is that what I think it is? Oh, you're talking about the... Okay. Yeah. Deep Cool is no longer available in the United States. They were sanctioned by the U.S. government. Did you miss all that? You didn't see that? That was like last summer, last year. Got a 97 XT? Congrats, Maximus. Very cool. We're putting a 9070 in this one. Thermalright Assassin X 120 Refined SE. Well, I would say not to go with an air cooler in a case like this one, because you don't have just direct airflow, you have side intake. Now that helps with exchanging the air inside the case, but it doesn't help with pushing airflow through something like an air cooler. And you have all that exhaust open on the top. So you put your radiator on the top, you have wonderful exhaust. This is also a 7700 XT, which I don't know if I would. Let me see what the Thermalright X120 has for the count for heat pipes. Let me see. Yeah, that's a 4 heat pipe cooler. I would not cool a 7700X with that. Not quite enough. It's all good, Reaper, but that's why you're not going to see it on any of these websites anymore, unless you're shopping outside the US. Rattler Squared, how's it going? Welcome. Hospital internet is indeed the worst. Oh my goodness. Gary, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you're good. I'm being patient with you. You know, we're chill. We're good. Thermalright Phantom Spirit would cool it in that case, no problem. All right, let me compare. Yeah, that's the dual tower one with 6 heat pipes. Yeah, that's quite a bit more cooling capacity for an air cooler. Oh, 7 heat pipes. That is 7 heat pipes, dual tower cooler. The thing is, you'd have to order that. It's not going to be here, and that's fine. Unless, well, actually, unless it is. Let's see. Let me trash this. I'll check it real quick. Here we go. Thermal right. There are 3. They do not have it. So I think my recommendation would be to stick with the AIO. It's 0 maintenance. It just, you know, you don't have to refill liquid or do anything on that. It's a closed system. It's a closed loop. And it's going to basically more than cool the 7700X. But say at some point, this is someone's first gaming PC, very cool. What if they put something that's going to be more demanding under it? They're going to have that extra cooling capacity without having to buy another cooler. Just like if you go up from the 9070 to a 9070 XT, or I wouldn't do that, obviously. That's the same within, you don't really upgrade within the same generation. But 850 watts can carry most systems. And this 360 millimeter cooler is overkill for a 7700X. But that just helps with the longevity of your hardware and all that. It's all good. Well, Jeff, this isn't the Tustin flagship store, sir. Now, of course, Gary, the thing about this list is that you're going to go to Micro Center and get it or order it or whatever you're going to do. You can always change out the cooler. You can change out anything that you're not too certain of on this list. But I will tell you that this would make anyone happy for their first gaming PC. 9070 is making the rounds on reviews, and it did very well. It's particularly nice because of how efficient it tends to be in performance per watt and all that. The Ryzen 7 7700X is excellent, but you can also upgrade that to a 9700X for $30 more, which is within the budget. But I'm going to go ahead and link this build to you as it is. Yeah, basically, if you wanted to, you can go up to the bundle and save part, hit change, and go for the same thing, but with a 9000 series CPU, and you're still under $1,400 bucks. So there you go. You got option. You know the drill, though. As soon as I close this window or clear this list, it's going to be gone. So be sure to add this to cart or save the build under your Micro Center account, and you'll be good to go. But you can also use this as a guide for just ordering parts online as well. The problem is you're not going to get the same price on this CPU. 135 bucks for a 7700X is ridiculous at retail. Very, very good. Maximus says, I'm kind of sad Sapphire didn't cook with their designs for this gen of AMD GPUs. My opinion aside, though, do you have a favorite design in the 9000 series? Yes, the XFX one in white, the 9700 XT in white with that RGB bar. It is so freaking clean. I like white builds, though. XFX cooked. Because also you have the magnetic fans that you can just pull out of there. Super cool. That's just like a GPU with all the bells and whistles, though. It's not going to be $599. Of course not. Red Devil is cool. You're right, Araxis. They also did pretty well. But there's your build. There you go. And I am circling the drain energy-wise and awakeness-wise. Ugh. Who used my name? Jeff, did you do this? Did you put my... Stop skewing my numbers. No, I want to know what was said about me. Like I'd have a budget of $5,000. I mean, that's what I do with my PC. Gaming, streaming, content creation, video editing, and graphic design. Yes, I would want it in white. Yep. A lot of RGB. I'm down for that. I didn't used to be a big fan of RGB. It wasn't until I became a content creator and I was like, well, I'm, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's go for the RGB. That I came to really appreciate it. I think there's a lot of people out there who are like, RGB and RGB, yeah. Until you have it, and then you're like, so like any color? I could just, yeah, that's kind of cool. XFX is pretty cool. It did just look like a reskin of the last 2 gens. I kind of hope for more fun designs. It looked like a reskin of the one they came out in the late 7000 series gen with their removable fans, but they added a few more angles to it, and that beautifully diffused RGB part of it is just choice. Like, there, you know, if it works, it works. I mean, look at any Asus Tough card. I dare you to separate it by generation. Seems legit. You just asked me for a 5090 system. Well, if I don't ask, I don't know. You're just going to say no. Okay. Nowadays, you have to kind of pay more for all blackout builds. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, if you go for Noctua Chromax fans, yes. Go for Arctic fans, no. You know, it depends on how you approach it. I just figured a little self-help is good sometimes. Oops, I meant to hit delete, bro. Oh, Lord. All right. Here's what we're going to do. First off, I know your name's not NC Hustler 200. It's something different, right? We're going to play a little game right now. And if you answer correctly, I will, beyond my own physical needs and the fact that I'm exhausted and this is my normal time to end, if you answer correctly here, I will help you tonight. If not, no big deal. I help you out on Tuesday. You might be the first person I help because everyone who enters a form after you is going to be after you. Like, they'll be after your turn. So, NC Hustler 200, if you will. What specific color did you have in mind for your build? I'm just looking at your form here. You chose the third option, which was, the options were black, white, or a specific color, and that you'll tell me what the color is in chat. What specific color did you want for your case? You just have to answer this question correctly, and then I will help you out. There are no quote-unquote correct answers, but there is one incorrect answer. So you have a lot of good options here and only one bad option. This is fair, right, chat? I think this is fair. It's Play a Flav is the person that we're talking to over in YouTube chat. Play a Flav. Are you here? They left, like right at the end, it seems. It looks like they left. He was, but no longer. Play a Flav, are you here? Are you ready to play the game? Quiz was too hard, they folded. Actually, there are 3 incorrect answers. No, you got to trust me when I say there is one incorrect answer only. Well, I mean, there's a couple, I guess. The results are the same. What's up, Baz the Trash? How's it going? I really wanted to play that game. Damn it. Okay, all right. I guess they left. I guess that's it. Okay. I was ready for him to go all live mixer. Yeah, Jeff, the orange one. Even I didn't like that one. Okay, it's, you know, it's kind of funky. It's kind of cool. For someone who wants an orange build, kind of sick. And actually, I know someone right now who I'm trying to help build an orange PC. So it would have been great, but it's not, because it's not the right platform for them. All right, YouTube chat, we're going to play another game then. We're playing a different game. All right? This different game we're playing is for YouTube chat specifically. Twitch chat, don't go anywhere. I'm just saying that this one is for YouTube chat. All right? Anyone who, by the way, who filled out the form, if I didn't help you out tonight, don't worry about it. I'll be back on Tuesday doing these again, and you keep your place in line. All right? But this one is for YouTube chat. Are you ready to play this game, YouTube chat? What you need to do is I want you to take a look in the description of the stream. And I want you to look for a link in there that starts with the letter T and ends with the letter N. Click that link. Well, it starts with HTTPS. Going back, sorry. Okay, all that. But the... Damn it. Okay. Just click on the Twitch, the Twitch link, okay? Click on that. That's the game. I tried to be witty about it, but I forgot about my proper URL formatting. Braythorn failed his own game. If he had helped himself, I would have sent it to him. Too bad he deleted it. No, you don't play games with the interactions when it comes to marketing stuff and review stuff. You don't play games with that. I feel like I know you a little better than that, Jeff. Prowler says, I like the colors thermal tape got on their cases. I like it a lot too. Like, I like it so much I made a video about it. Well, it was a YouTube short, but... Okay, everybody, did you play the game? No, people are leaving. All right, whatever. Let's just raid somebody. Nobody like everyone's like, dude, what you do is great, man. You're helping people out and you're doing this. And like, all right, all I ask is for you to go on raids with me. I'm out. I mean, it ain't that cool what you're doing. You're just talking about computers, dude. Nerd. Yeah, well, I am. And yes, I am. Okay. Did we just start? Oh, no. What are you doing? All right, well, let's just... I don't know what he's doing. It says Marvel Rivals. No, hold on. False advertising. Nope, that one's ending. Okay. That's too bad. You know, it's fine. We just don't need to. I guess maybe Nevdi. All right, this is someone who's an awesome person in the Super Metroid community named Nevdi. An Australian, actually. So that's cool, right? They're like upside down over there. Which, you know, I'm sad. Was just trying to help him out. Jeff, no, no, you're not. Growler, very cool. Congrats on the GPU. Yeah, I do need to eat as well. Which is not my thing. I clicked in Tangia. Dang it. I forgot I had Tangia there. All right. Well, whatever. Run a Tangia thing. That's fine. But no, this person is currently doing map rando tournament presets until the cycle. Doing map randos. Super Metroid map randos. One of my favorite gaming things to do right now. They're doing it. They're very, very good at it. Like, y'all have watched me do Super Metroid map randos, and like, some people have actually been like, oh, you're pretty good at this. No. I'm not very good at those. I'm good at moving around in Super Metroid. That's mostly it. But no, this person's very good with, oh, and they have a hurricane on the way or something like that. So until the cyclone hits, I get it now. All right, let's go ahead and drop a raid for Nevdi. I've never raided them before. Y'all make me look good, all right? Don't embarrass me by not being hype. Bring some enthusiasm and happiness and stuff. Or just lurk. Lurking's fine too. It's fine. Thank you, Braythorn. All this VO, no problem. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Raid Braythorn, and I can't do that. Oh yeah, that doesn't work, Maximus. I don't know why. Do not know why. Hey, we got a few more people for this. All right. We're raiding Nevdi. Oh, Eddie's in there. What's up, Eddie? Well, I haven't gotten in there yet, but all right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Things are changing here, as you can see. New desk there, old desk over there. Setting up for an unboxing. I'm going to be doing this tomorrow, or well, not tomorrow. It's a little too late to do it tomorrow, but Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun, and it's another one of those kind of cursed unboxings. You don't want to miss those. The fireworks always happen. It's amazing. But until the next one, thank you very much. Take care, everybody. I said take care. We're raiding somebody. Oh, I haven't started the raid. No wonder you zoomed in like that. Good call. Okay, bye.
Let's go, nerds!